the two.
Welcome to today's side quest. The store run against the clock. Just another day in the life of Mike. Lemonade that hits harder for Mikes that go harder. The world needs more Mikes.
Destiny lies before me, and I don't know how far I have to go, but I know it's farther than
I think it's like a different world out here.
Rivers, streams, mountains, you know, just everything. It's neat to experience it through baseball.
Gonna groove one right here. Right there, nice, nice. That a boy, get going, get going, get going, get going, get going, nice, that a boy. Good, real good. That a boy, Rocky. Look at three, Rock, look at three.
This is probably the most unique place in 1920 to spend a summer.
You get 70 to 80 degrees, no humidity. It's perfect baseball weather.
The scenery's a little different than Kansas, you know, that's the main thing that I've noticed.
Just the all-around package of it up here, it's a dream come true.
There's a quality of life up here I really, really appreciate. And then the golfing and fishing, of course.
From the producers of Touching the Game, the story of the Cape Cod Baseball League, comes a new film that gives an inside look at a place where they only play day games.
I think the first 5 days I got about 15 hours of sleep.
We'd stay up to about 2:30 in the morning fishing, and still just that evening light out there.
I didn't know if I was going to be able to go to sleep or what, and we're going to be playing like midnight games and everything like that, but I like it now.
The Alaska Baseball League. Our award-winning documentary crew immerse themselves in the heart of the frontier state, in a league that is rich in baseball history, and a vacation destination for any true baseball fan.
Every baseball fan should come up and watch the Midnight Sun game, just to see the atmosphere and what it's like to start a baseball game at 10:30 at night and not have to use artificial lights.
It's a league where lasting bonds are formed, and there is no shortage of knowledgeable and colorful characters.
People here are great. They love their baseball, and they love this league. They come out and they put their heart and soul in it. They really have a good time out here.
And everybody has a story to tell.
This moose is running as fast as he can straight towards me.
They grow these 100-pound cabbages and things.
Bear comes up right behind us. I'm like, what the heck's going on?
And I thought, oh, holy cow, this guy is going to crash. He veered off and missed the scoreboard by, I don't know how he missed the scoreboard, but he missed the scoreboard.
It's a starting ground for future stars, where long road trips can be a grueling but unforgettable experience.
Base hit right here, bingo!
Bingo hall? You know, I'm staying in cots, but man, you get up there and you got all your team together and you guys are together that whole weekend, and it's a blast.
You seriously go through some funny things in there. You create situations that you can talk about years from now and say, hey, remember when this happened, remember when that happened?
The Olympic Village is definitely something you don't really talk about until you kind of had that experience.
It's bad, but like it's a funny bad. Yeah, you just go there, you stay there. It makes you want to be out on the field to play baseball.
It's a place where boys become men, and some of the best amateur baseball in the world is played.
There's no experience like summer in Alaska.
It's there to beat you down. It's there to test you as a human being. And you know, just as life is going to throw some tough things at you, it's going to prepare you for pretty much anything you're going to face in this game. It's just overcoming adversity and can you mentally handle it? And if you can, you're gonna get pretty far in this game.
Touching the Game, Alaska.
The path to success in a changing economy has its share of ups and downs. That's why 49th State Brewing Company partners Jason and David came to First National Bank Alaska, where experience matters, local knowledge counts, and understanding Alaska's many frontiers makes all the difference. From Denali Park to downtown Anchorage, we can help you succeed. First National Bank Alaska. We believe in Alaska.
Today at BP, we're keeping oil and gas flowing where and when it's needed.
So we're going to be driving
and increasing investment in the transition to lower carbon energy. Right now, we're driving 46,000 steel beams into the ground for a new solar project that will drive lower carbon energy and support local jobs. Our team has recently expanded our production of renewable diesel, which is expanding its use across the West Coast. Our engineers just connected 12 new wells to an existing platform, connecting the country to more oil and gas at a critical time. We're running more wells on electricity so we can run our operations with lower emissions. Just some of the ways we're turning our plans into action. And BP's wider transformation is underway. While today we're mostly in oil and gas, we've increased global investment into our lower carbon and other transition businesses from around 3% in 2019 to around 30% last year.
In 1986, we started Alaskan Brewing Company. And so we've always tried to reflect the quality that the state has in the beers that we make.
Alaska's beautiful. It's true. It's real.
For 30 years, we've been trying to capture the nature of Alaska and put it in a bottle. Today, 30 years later, we're still making beer in the last frontier.
I think you're gonna like your new nose, Miss Hastings.
And cut. I'm Steve Martin. As an actor, it's my job to make people believe that what they're seeing is real. Ha! Hey. Hey! That the frustration is real. Man, I'm hungry. Oh, the disappointment is real. 1, 2, 3, 4. Winner! Eat it, Kyle. You're all losers. That the joy is real, but it's not real. It's acting. Wow! It's fantastic! Or was I just acting? Only way to find out is to try it yourself.
We are a family business serving Alaskans for over 60 years. Our founder is my dad, Herb Beckman, a German immigrant who started the business in 1963 with his good friend Otto. To this day, the business is dedicated to making products that are distinctive and of the highest quality.
Good evening and welcome to Mulcahy Stadium. I'm Jay Sanders alongside my broadcast partner tonight, Drake Toll. And Drake, the Bucs come off a exhibition loss against a couple of, well, high school players last night.
Jace, did you have to bring it up in the intro?
I had to.
Is that what we had to open with today?
We had to because guess what? Today's going to be a lot more positive.
Today's a whole new day, right? The last game the Bucs played, they won 12-0 against the Chugiak Chinooks. Last night, you throw out an interesting lineup. A couple of guys get to pitch that you haven't usually seen in consistent either starting or relief roles in Johnson and Hocuff. So you're trying new things in an exhibition match. Tonight, though, rubber meets road. Two teams that are both 4-5. Somebody's got to win, somebody's got to lose.
And the Oilers coming off a pretty big win last night against the Miners. We'll see who comes out on top tonight. Before that, we got a full-sail pregame interview with pitching coach Bishop Griggs coming up here on the Anchorage Bucs Baseball Network.
When Arby's added bacon to the Wagyu Steakhouse burger, it was like, not bad. Then Arby's grabbed that peppercorn ranch and has never felt more alive. Arby's, we have the meat.
Welcome back, the Full Sail Pregame Show. Drake Toll alongside assistant coach for the Bucs, Bishop Griggs. Coach, a mercy rule win at Chugiak a couple of nights ago. How key is momentum in this league, and how do you build it?
Oh, I think momentum's a really big deal in this league. And once you have it, it's really hard to lose. Building it takes a lot of consistency, to be honest with you. Luck favors, the bold. All that fun stuff that's said is very true. You start working harder, you get more luck, and that builds your momentum. Things start falling your way. And keeping that is just continuing to work hard.
9 games into this season, a quarter of the way through. What do you know about this team?
I know we're a very talented team. I know that. Looking at our roster, I really like what we have on the mound, at the plate, on the field, all aspects of our game. I think once we can kind of find those 2 missing pieces, lock them into shape, we're going to be pretty good, pretty talented program here. I like where we're at.
Spring of 1993, there was a siege outside of Waco, Texas, in the city of Elk. David Koresh has a compound. There's a 51-day siege, ends in a fiery inferno that kills 76 people. What do you like about Blake Lobel, who's on the mound tonight?
I like the fact that he has no idea what happened at that time, so it's not going to concern him. And I like the fact that he is an absolute bulldog. I love talking to him. The guy doesn't ever shut up, which is a great thing because it's funny to listen to him talk. And he's an absolute competitor on top of it. So when he talks, he's really trying to compete and get going out there, likes to chirp and get into it. He really believes and loves this game. And I think that's always going to be something that carries any player when you love the game that much away and play it the way he does.
I've asked a lot of the guys if any leaders have stood up, and Cameron Crane's been one that's been mentioned quite a bit. Do you feel like this team's already started to feel out an identity and have some leaders that have stepped up?
I think our leaders are still trying to figure out how to step up and lead everybody right now. But I definitely think Crane is a leader in our staff. I know a lot of the guys kind of like him and follow him a lot. I'll be honest, Michael Sarhart definitely is a leader in our pitching staff as well. His outing 2 days ago, I think, showed that he's an absolute bulldog. I think we're going to be fine. Our offense is going to take about another game or 2 to really find the true leaders on that part, but they're coming along just as much, and I think we're going to be okay. Our leadership's going to be fine overall.
What do the words salmon run mean to you?
Oh, man. It means a lot of fish that I'm hoping to catch, to be honest with you. I've always wanted to be a part of that and be around that, so I want to see what it's like, and I'm looking forward to it.
Kenai only a few days away, Coach. Go win one tonight.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Again, Coach Bishop Griggs there on the Full Sail Pregame Show. When we come back, first pitch, the Oilers and the Bucs on the Anchorage Bucs Baseball Network.
If there's one thing I've learned at Speedy Glass, it's that every chip becomes a crack. Today, I'm going to show you why. When we look at a chip up close, we see tons of tiny cracks that are just waiting to spread. Don't wait for your chip to crack. Repair it at Speedy Glass before having to replace the entire windshield. You'll save time. You'll be back on the road within an hour. Book an appointment at speedyglass.ca.
Speedy Glass Repair. Speedy Glass Replace.
An alert from Wells Fargo. $107 at Doggy Lover's warehouse. No, I would never. Doggy Lovers, please. You know me. I don't even know where that is. Look, I'm replying deny. See? Oh, come on. Hello?
Wells Fargo, I did not make that purchase.
I didn't do it.
I'm so glad you caught that.
Of all the reasons we love Alaska, easy isn't one of them. We like a good challenge, but we also love innovative technology that simplifies our busy lives. Whether you want to make a deposit or pay a bill, check in or check out, or quickly send and receive money, one bank has the online and mobile tools to help you through whatever comes your way. Simple, secure, reliable. Bank on the go. First National Bank, Alaska.
Boar's Head has harnessed the power of fire to unlock an intense new flavor. An expertly charred, flame-grilled masterpiece to take your senses to new heights. Because when Boar's Head lights a fire, we ignite an experience worth savoring. New Boar's Head Firesmith Flame Grilled Chicken Breast. Flavor forged in flame. Available only at the deli and only from Boar's Head. Compromise elsewhere.
Probably drink these fast.
Welcome back to Mulcahy Stadium in Anchorage, Alaska. Jay Sanders alongside Drake Toll. Let's get you to the starting lineups first for the visiting Peninsula Oilers. Leading off, the right fielder, Owen McElfatrick from Northwestern. Batting second, Brett Groupie out of University of Central Missouri playing second. Batting third, Nick Costello out of UC San Diego playing first. The cleanup hitter, Ben Griffin out of Cal State Northridge. Batting fifth, the DH, Bren Wilkinson out of Cal State Northridge as well. Batting sixth, the catcher, Josiah Chavez out of Cal Baptist University. Batting seventh, Kadeem Dia out of Loyola Marymount. Batting eighth, Michael Elko out of Northwestern. And batting ninth, the third baseman, Michael Rada from Cal Baptist University. The defensive alignments for your Anchorage Bucs go as followed. Zach Thomas at first, Curtis Abear at second, Jacob Rebrook at third, and Alex Pendergast at shortstop from DBU. From left to right, the outfield, Joey Narrett, Lex Bodeker, Cade Lacey, and your battery tonight, Trenton Burkhalter. And of course, the pitcher on the mound, what can you tell us about him, Drake? Blake Lobel.
Blake Lobel out of LSU Eunice is making his third appearance in the ABL this season. He's got a 5.78 ERA, has pitched in 2 games, making his first start today. Through 4 2/3, has 7 strikeouts, 3 walks, and has allowed 5 hits. Lobel's fastball is going to sit about 89, rise up to 92, and that's how it gets you. He's got a very good innate ability to hide the baseball when he throws it and throw it hard when he does.
Owen McElfatrick will be the first one to see him this evening, as the first pitch at Mulcahy is underway here with Lobel getting a ball to start off his evening.
Yeah, just misses low with the fastball. We talked about that. That's the go-to for him. Fastball, slider guy. You'll see a curveball mixed in there every now and then as well.
1-0. Take a 4 strike to McElfatrick, 6', 170 freshman out of Northwestern. He actually played this past year. He tallied 2 doubles and a home run at Louisiana Tech on March 3rd. Watches a strike on the outside part there, and it goes to 1-2.
93 from Lobel on the fastball. That's how you know he's feeling it against McElfatrick, who's batting .294 this year in the ABL.
1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch from Lobel. Foul tipped off the edge of the bat, out of play.
McElfatrick, ABL, one of the ABL players, the home run this year as well, a couple of RBI.
Did you know he went to the same high school as NFL wide receiver and Super Bowl champion Nelson Aguilar?
Wow.
1-2 again, fouled off again.
Well, now, where did you find that stat, Jace Andrews?
I found it on Northwestern's website.
That's awesome.
I like how they put it on there to make sure you know.
Right.
Like, this is not just some
it's a pretty
some
neat
high
fact,
school.
I'll say.
It is. There's a lot of cool things you can find on these websites. 1-2. Taken low for a ball.
Does it say what high school it was?
It does. Wildcat Drew Dickinson. Well, excuse me. No, that's the... That actually doesn't say.
Oh.
It just says in high school.
Huh.
That's odd. 2-2 pitch. Bounced up the middle, past Lobel. Abear at second, fire on to first in time for the first out.
McElfatrick speedy, but Abear with enough arm from second to will it over there in time to Zach Thomas. I like the defensive alignment today. We'll get more into the lineup in the bottom of the first, but this is maybe not the Bucs at their complete peak because we're only 2 weeks into the year, but I love what we got set up here.
I do. I think this is probably one of, if not the best lineup we've seen thus far.
Very good.
All around. Brett Groupie will step to the plate. He's batting .250 this season, and he watches a ball inside.
You know what I love about it, too? We said the same thing against the Chinooks, against Chugiak 2 nights ago. This is the best lineup maybe we've seen all summer long, and now they do it again. That just shows the coaches now understand what they have.
1-0. Big hack from Groupie, but he comes up with nothing there. It's 1-1.
Yeah, if Groupie gets a hold of that one, it is landing in the football field over and left, but instead way behind on the fastball.
Groupie, a redshirt freshman, watches outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. 5'10", 175.
Got a .250 average up here in the ABL.
2-1. Taking strike. Catches that top corner.
Yeah, really good frame job by Trenton Burkhalter. This team has a surplus of really good catchers. We've seen 3 different guys behind the plate 3 nights in a row.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Lobel a long look in as he toes the rubber on the far left side of it. He'll step off. It's interesting to see which foot and where the placement is on the rubber for every single pitcher because it's different. It's like a batting stance almost. 2-2. Flied into left field. Going back is Nurat. He's at the wall. He jumps and makes the grab. As he pounds into the wall, Joey Narrett makes the grab, and it's now 2 gone here in the top of the first. A nice play from the Dallas Baptist Patriot.
Joey got an air on that play, leaping on the warning track and using the wall to fall into. What a web gem in left from the DBU product. That kid can do it all. He just got here.
5 out of 10.
Thanks, my friend.
Nick Costello comes up. Swings the first pitch, flies it into deep center field. Bodeker backpedaling. He stops, he makes the grab. A 1-2-3 inning for LaBelle. We head to the bottom of the first where it'll be 1-2-3 for your Bucks coming up.
No hits, no errors, nobody left.
Arby's new Steakhouse Garlic Ribeye Sandwich. Who knew the best thing to come from a steakhouse wouldn't even come from a steakhouse? Arby's did, that's who. Arby's, we have the meats.
Subway has so much new, I couldn't fit it all in the last ad.
Yep, so let me finish this. There's new hickory smoked bacon, fresh mozzarella, smashed avocado. You know what? There's a lot, but it all makes a better footlong.
Can I get a word in?
Sure, take the tagline.
Because
you got to refresh to be fresh.
It's the Eat Fresh Refresh at Subway, and they're refreshing everything from how they make it to how they bake it to how they bring it to you.
This new Turkey Cali Fresh is incredible.
Do you even eat bread?
Steph, it's a commercial.
Hey, Jake from State Farm. I want that personal price plan. So how's this for personal? I draw mustaches on players' faces when they're asleep.
Coach Reed, you don't need to get that personal to get the State Farm personal price plan. It helps you create an affordable price just for you.
Oh.
Coach, it happened again.
I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
Call or click to get a quote today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome back here to Mulcahy Stadium. Jace Andrews alongside Drake Toll. Let's get you the starting lineup for your Anchorage Bucs. Bucs 4-5 coming in here, coached by Ken Hocuff. Leading off in his lineup, it'll be Lex Bodeker, the University of Central Florida guy, playing center field. Batting second, it'll be Alex Pendergast out of DBU. Batting third, Joey Narrett out of DBU as well. A couple of Patriots bat back-to-back. In the cleanup spot, it's Zach Thomas out of LSU Eunice. The 5 slot, it's the DH, Dante Turgeon. Batting sixth, Jacob Rebrick out of Pepperdine. Batting seventh, Trenton Burkhalter out of the University of Nebraska, Omaha. Batting 8th, Curtis Hebert out of the University of Portland. And batting 9th, the right fielder, Cade Lacey out of Phoenix College. They'll be facing Sam Silversmith on the night for the Oilers. Drake, what can you tell us about him?
Sam Silversmith has had an interesting time here in the ABL. He's 0-1 with an 18.69 ERA.
Bodeker flies the first pitch into left field. Griffin over there makes the grab. 1 pitch, 1 out for Silversmith.
Yes, the ERA is not great at 18.69 in 4 1/3 innings pitched. He's struck out 3, he's walked 3, and has allowed 10 hits against the Chinooks, the Miners, and the Pilots. He's pitched against almost every team in the league. Now every team in the league. There's only 5 of them. So He's gotten beat around the yard a couple of times, and that's what the Bucs are trying to do tonight with what I think might be one of their strongest lineups.
Alex Pendergast is up to bat. He takes a ball, batting .400 as the Dallas Baptist Patriot. The fielding alignments for the Oilers as the 1-0 pitch comes in. Be flied into right field. McElpatrick moves to his left. He'll make the grab. Quickly 2 outs for Silversmith. The fielding alignment, Costello at first, Groupie at second, Rada at third, Elko at short. The outfield from left to right, you've heard a couple of them already. Griffin at left, Diao and center, McElpatrick at right. The battery, we mentioned Silversmith, and then Chavez doing the catching for the Mount San Antonio guy tonight. First pitch to the new batter, Joey Narrett, taken for a strike. It's 0-1 quickly here, and Silversmith, he is firing in early.
Yeah, not bad. Narrett 2 for 5 on his young campaign for the Bucs.
He'll line that one over the head of the shortstop and drop in for a base hit. You want to update that stat now?
Joey Narrett 3 for 6 on his young campaign for the Bucs.
Puts a runner at first base and brings up Zach Thomas out of LSU Eunice. One of 2 guys on the team from Eunice.
Yeah. Thomas has a .357 batting average up here. Has adjusted to ABL pitching nicely.
He's got a runner at first facing Silversmith. Right on right, pickoff attempt, sliding back, safe. Close play there for Narrett.
We have our umpire friend back at first base.
Don't mention it. Zach Thomas.
We're all friends again, all things forgiven.
For now. 374 average for Thomas at LSU Eunice as he fouls that one off. OPS over 1 at 1.07. Funny, he had 56 games appeared in, and he started all 56 of them.
Yeah.
Which is the second most on this team that he's played in college. Can you guess the guy who has more games played?
Lex Bodeker?
Correct. He has 57.
Okay.
Swing and a miss there at the fastball. It's 0-2.
0-2 approach here. From Silversmith's standpoint, you likely don't go into the zone. From Thomas's standpoint, you're looking red light. But anything close, as we've seen pretty open zone this summer.
Throws a little bit of a trash pitch out there outside, just seeing if he can get Thomas to see.
Trash pitch.
More of a
talk that talk, Chase Andrews. You tell him what's up.
There's a couple ways you can say that.
That's a trash pitch.
Yeah, it is. No one's swinging at that.
Right.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Narrett playing over there at first, and he gets Silversmith to step off.
Yeah.
Kind of just faked the throw there.
Yeah, Silversmith didn't want any of Narrett.
No. 1-2. Bounced on the ground, left side, third baseman Rada with the ball. Gets it to first in time. One runner does reach on the base hit from Narrett, but the Bucs go quietly in the bottom of the first. Top of the second coming up on the Anchorage Bucs Baseball Network.
Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side.
Come into Village Inn and see why the sun rises and sets with breakfast.
It will help us every day, it will brighten all the way, if we keep on the sunny side of life.
Because a good meal is about more than just how it tastes. It's about how it makes you feel.
Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life.
Village Inn.
Qdoba's new Chicken Diablo nachos are made with hand-diced pico de gallo, which means they're as fresh as... They're also loaded with juicy adobo chicken, flame-grilled in-house, so they're as flavorful as... And they're topped off with fiery queso Diablo, so they're as spicy as... New Chicken Diablo nachos. Try them today, only at Qdoba. United by flavor.
Chase Andrews alongside Drake Toll here in Anchorage, Alaska. 0-0 score as we head to the second inning, and it'll be Ben Griffin as he steps up for his first AB of this evening. As he'll take on Lobel.
What is the nickname of Anchorage, Alaska?
The nickname of Alaska or Anchorage, Alaska?
Anchorage, Alaska.
I do not know the nickname. I know it's the last frontier state. First pitch is fouled off. Lobel fell down, and Bodeker is going to go out and check on him.
Yeah.
That's actually Burkhalter. My bad.
Going to give you one of the more interesting town names probably in America. The Air Crossroads of the world.
You know, that does make sense, actually, because of how the fueling works here. There's a lot of cargo planes that stop and fuel here. So that kind of does make sense in some ways.
Do we need to make that the whole moniker of the town?
No,
like,
that's
this is
the only
the town's personality now?
It should be the Bucs State. 1-1. Up the middle, Lobel. Right into his glove. Little toss over to Thomas at first. And there's one gone.
There is a pretty common argument amongst most scientists over whether this is a vegetable, a fruit, a starch. It confuses me even.
That brings up DH number 18, Brent Wilkinson.
But in the end, I think it's just a can of corn.
Correct. But do you want to know what the actual can of corn is used for in baseball?
It's a pop-up. I get
Correct.
it. Whatever.
Good
Right,
analogy, though.
no, I'm trying to change the game.
Cutting a miss from the new batter, Brent Wilkinson.
See, there are rules in this that we don't have to follow. I think just any easy play should
We
be...
learned last night there are rules you don't follow.
100%.
294 average for Wilkinson. Wilkinson here takes. It's a strike.
Well,
0-2.
the river is open. We've bridged that. The gap between the plate and the left-handed batter's box will be a strike tonight.
Yeah, it's been obvious here early.
Yep, thank you, home plate blue.
0-2. Goes for that side again. He bounces it, though. I think a breaking pitch there.
Yeah, we're not going to give him that one. We're gonna have to...
He hit the river. It was just so deep that it didn't matter.
That we couldn't quite, yeah.
1 ball, 2 strikes for the batter, Wilkinson. Almost over the head. It's a foul ball. Wilkinson left his bat up as he ducked his head, and it ticked off the bat. So it's not even a ball. It's just 1-2 once again.
That's awesome.
That's perfect.
What do they teach you in Little League?
Drop everything.
Always drop the bat.
1-2 again. Watches outside. It's the river for strike 3.
That might be my favorite strikeout call all time. Watches a pitch outside the zone. Got him. Strike 3. See you later.
You're gone.
Yes, my friend. The zone is being opened up a little bit tonight. I was right there with you.
Cal Baptist product stepping up. It's Josiah Chavez, the catcher. He's batting 190 in the ABL. First pitch from Lobel taken. That's a strike.
Chavez, 10 points below the Mendoza line. 4 for 21. Has scored 4 runs, has an RBI, but has walked 8 times.
243 average this past year at Cal Baptist, and right there he's swinging a sword as he did not know where that is. It's 0-2.
Yeah. He didn't really want to swing, but he did. There you
go. 0-2. Fouled off as he stays alive, and a nice hop there from Hocuff. Hocuff had the ball right at his feet. Did a little nice. It was graceful. It was a very much graceful hop.
I love that half the dugout just sits outside of the dugout.
Yeah.
No rules.
You kind of all got to look, right? Another foul ball towards that side. This time it's way over the head of the dugout.
Yeah, you do. I mean, it's a large dugout space, but the guys, for the most part, are like, whatever. We'll just all stand right outside the door.
Well, yesterday, I believe it was JD who had a ball come at his feet.
Yep.
0-2 once again outside.
He had 2 strikes on him, on Chavez, and went back to the zone with a couple of pitches for Lobel. Now throws that one away, a little breaking pitch.
See what he goes
with 2
here?
strikes, way ahead.
1-2. Good night. Strike 3 for Blake Lobel. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Bucks nothing. Oilers nothing on the Anchorage Bucs Baseball Network.
Okay, let's have some fun, huh?
Check it out.
Imagine how much Mountain Dew is in there.
Hey, guys! We should probably drink these fast.
Jay Sanders alongside Drake Toll. It's 0-0 going to the bottom of the second here. Bucs will have 5, 6, and 7 to bat, starting with Dante Turgeon.
You know, I mentioned that I really like this lineup. Can I double down and say that I really like this lineup for the Bucs? You've got a group of guys batting 333, 500, 333, and Pendergast, Narrett, and Thomas all put together here. Dante Turgeon is a slugging percentage freak of nature. Jacob Rebrook has been so good. Burkhalter batting 438, Hebert batting 400. I like a lot of the pieces in the lineup and where they're placed tonight.
Turgeon steps up, known for the extra base hit. Fouls the first pitch off.
Turgeon is terrible at hitting singles.
No.
Awful.
He only has one compared to his 5 hits.
Right. He says, why would I hit a single when I can hit this ball over your wall or off of your wall and get extra bases?
Isn't this his wall in Mulcahy?
Yes.
He'll fly it into right field. More of a line drive. Right fielder moves back, and McElpatrick makes the catch. Nice hit, though.
Yeah.
Just to the wrong spot.
He's about 10 feet. If that ball's 10 feet hooking to the right, he's got extra bases again.
Jacob Rebrook steps up to the plate, taking his first AB of the game, batting from the left side. Got a 304 average coming here in the ABL. Batted .214 in his college year. First pitch, outside.
Now, that might be a strike to righties.
It might.
So we don't see the river open up as much. Also, not a good frame job by the catcher Chavez.
Another pitch high that time. It's a ball as well. Rebrook from Pepperdine, as well as the Woodlands, Texas.
Right. Very clear, the Woodlands.
2-0. Strike taken. And I tell you, I know you know, but in high school, I was the unfortunate guy to say China Springs one time.
Really?
I was. Fly ball, left field, high in the air. Griffin comes in, gets under it, grabs it with the glove, and there's 2 gone.
Of the first 5 outs of the game, that is now 3 of them that have been pop-ups. Silversmith is getting these batters up under the fastball. It's not going to blow you away with velos. These guys are swinging for the fences and just getting right up under it with a wood bat.
Burkhalter comes in, hits a ball inside. Burkhalter just finished his season at Kirkwood Community College, heading this next year to the University of Nebraska, Omaha. But at Kirkwood, he had a .336 average and a 1.1 OPS, which is why he's headed to the University of Nebraska, Omaha.
Yeah, solid baseball program over there. Omaha, the home of the College World Series. Couple of classic games, 2 6-5 finals today.
So it's gone final for Florida?
And according to Carl Ravitch, 2 walk-offs.
Yeah.
Florida actually did walk off Virginia in the 9th inning.
Was he calling both games today?
I don't know.
2-1. Watched low, bouncing off the catcher, Chavez.
The question is, did they let him call the second game tonight?
Or is that one of those where you get pulled off air and like, listen, man,
okay, let's take a little break here.
We're gonna watch this one.
Where Oral Robertson walked it off but didn't.
3-1. Takes. It's ball 4. Second inning. Second runner on.
Yeah, Burkhalter mentioned the .438 average. His OBP's only going up after this. And now you get Curtis Hebert, who's back in the lineup after a couple nights off.
Curtis Hebert.
And he's playing his normal position at second base as well, which was what you like to see. Feels comfortable in that spot. Silversmith with the runner on now. Looks in. The pitch. Big hack by Hebert. Comes up with nothing, though. He gets his first strike there. Very quick movement from Silversmith when there's a runner on. He really changes it. Pickoff attempt, and he's got him right there. Just left out to dry. As Burkhalter unable to get back in time. We'll go to the third. 0-0 here on the Anchorage Bucs Baseball Network.
Stay away from my wife.
Hi, I'm Ben Stiller. My job as an actor is making you believe what you're seeing is real.
Louise, will you? The pain is real.
That the cold is real. Don't say that about yourself. I know. I know.
But friendship is real.
The real is real.
But it's not real, it's just acting. Wow, that's like really good. Or was I just acting? Only way to know is to try it for yourself.
This is really, really ridiculously good tasting.
Welcome back here, Mulcahy Stadium. Jace Andrews alongside Drake Toll and Lobel back on the mound for your Bucs.
If Blake Lobel has 1 million fans, I am one. If Blake Lobel has one fan, it's me. If Blake Lobel has no fans, I am dead. He has been lights out so far. 2 innings, 2 strikeouts, 6 up, 6 down.
16, center fielder Kadeem Dial.
Kadeem Dial steps up to the plate. Loyola Marymount guy, 6'1", redshirt freshman. Pitch coming in here. Foul tipped.
Dial hitting this season at a 300 clip for the Oilers. He's got 9 hits in 30 at-bats. And he's down 0-2.
There you go.
Fastball right down the heart of the pipe.
He'll fly that into right field. Going over is Lacey. He is unable to make the grab. It's fair ball. Grounding first, heading for second, now going to third. Lacey relay to Abear. This goes past him, and it's the stand-up triple for Kadeem Dial here to start the top of the third.
Yeah, he got him down in an 0-2 and then just left something hanging out across the plate. Dial took advantage. Lacey couldn't get to it. And a triple. First extra base hit of this game. First hit of this game for the Oilers.
That's going to bring up shortstop, number 12, Michael Elko.
Michael Elko steps up to the plate. Another one of the Northwestern products on this Oilers team. 6 foot, 188-pound infielder. First pitch, taken for a strike.
Elko, a 172 average. See if Lobel can get creative here and strand a man 90 feet away.
Flied left field. It's in foul territory. It's out of play. Quickly 0-2 here. It's exactly what you see.
Yeah, yeah.
You have 8 and 9 coming up. If you can get both of them out while stranding Dial at third,
right,
it's a big chance you can get out of this alive. 0-1, 0-2 rather, and it's a check swing. He's going to go tag him, Burkhalter. And a check the third base umpire. They're not going to check.
No, yeah. Burkhalter asked for a check, and the home plate umpire said no.
Technically, you're not required to, but...
that is true. That is true. It is... You should.
1-2. Low.
Yeah, also in the dirt there, Lobel getting a little creative with the 0-2. I don't mind it. You really need a strikeout here. You're really trying to dance around the 8-hole Elko to cut him down via the K.
2-2. Flied foul.
And it is 37 pitches now for Lobel. 26 for strikes, 11 for balls. Really good ratio.
Past season at Northwestern, Elko had 21 strikeouts. 2-2. Strike 3. There's the strikeout in the ABL as Lobel cuts down Elko and brings up Rada with 1 gone now.
100%. Elko didn't like the call. 92-mile-an-hour fastball right down the pipe. Maybe a little shading the inside, but there's nothing you can argue about that one. That is what they call a strike in the old game of baseball.
Rada steps up. First pitch from Lobel. That's going to be a strike in the river.
Yep, now that's one you can argue, but they won't be doing it tonight. A couple inches off the outside of the plate on the righties. It's a strike today in Mulcahy.
Been consistent. That's all you can ask for.
That's right.
0-1. Big cut, big miss. Strike 2.
Blake Lobel.
He's feeling it now. You can see his momentum on the mound very much just coming up quickly here.
Go out of the zone here. Hold on to it, Trenton.
0-2 inside as he went towards the facial area of Rada.
Yeah, he did throw the ball outside of the zone.
Just not in the right spot.
Right at Rada.
1-2 again. Here comes.
Yep.
That's a strike.
Yep.
Good night, Rada.
Yep.
Back-to-back strikeouts for Lobel, and Dial still at third base. 1 pitch now can get you out of this.
Yep, you put the infield back in regular position, and now just hard contact on the ground, whatever you want here. Lobel is working the strike zone. He's got 4 strikeouts through 2 2/3.
First pitch to the leadoff slot. McElpatrick takes the strike.
Oh, man. Seldom does just one strike in at bat give me chills, but Lobel is dealing.
He's feeling it now, moving quickly on the mound. Schick on the runner at third, the 0-1 pitch. McElpatrick watches it goes past Burkhalter. Runner coming home. Burkhalter is not going to be able to reach the ball in time, and it's a pass ball that allows Kadeem Diao to come home and score the first run of the game.
Yep, and if you're Trenton Burkhalter, you've got to have that ball. And I get it. You don't want to lay into your catcher too much there, but your pitcher has gone out and worked 2 consecutive strikeouts. No matter what, that ball's got to stay in front of you. Reward your pitcher by keeping that run still 90 feet away.
1-1 taken outside a little low as well. It's going to be 2-1 there, and that's tough because you want him to kind of move the body there. He reached with the glove,
Yep.
but in that situation, you got to move your entire
We're
body.
blocking everything up there, yep.
2-1, line into center field. Bodeker comes in, makes the grab, and the Oilers do come across with 1 run, and Burkhalter immediately going to his pitcher, apologizing for that one. But the Bucs will have a chance to come back here in the bottom of the third on the Anchorage Bucs Baseball Network.
Feels like just yesterday she was in a car seat. Now she's gonna be in the driver's seat. Oh, I guess there's a first time for everything. Today is all about the basics. Gotta have unbeatable focus. Kind of like the unbeatable mileage I get from Chevron with Techron. He knows it helps keep my engine clean, and she knows how to pay with the Chevron app. Everyone's learning today. Okay, next stop, the parking lot. The empty parking lot.
Unbeatable mileage for you and your car. This is Lulu and Lobo.
Ah, it's back!
The woo-woo monster! No! 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 Yeah, I can't take this! We need a new place!
With as low as 3% down on a fixed-rate mortgage, your new home is within reach.
All clear. I went home.
Deep breath, deep breath, deep breath.
Talk to a home mortgage consultant or apply online. This is your way home. This is Wells Fargo.
Alaska Baseball League. Jace Andrews, Drake Toll. Peninsula Oilers on top of your Anchorage Bucs right now 1-0 after Kadeem Diao had a leadoff triple. And Lobel able to get consecutive strikeouts. But a pass ball off the glove of Trenton Burkhalter allows the runner to score. 1-0 here, bottom of the third.
And a new pitcher has come into the game. It is another product out of Mount Sac or Mount San Antonio Community College. That is Ryan Brown, 6'1", 200-pound sophomore. So the day is done for Silversmith. Goes 2 innings, allows 1 hit, 1 walk, no runs, no strikeouts, and 7 batters faced. His best outing so far in the ABL. And Ryan Brown has faced the Chinooks and the Bucs for 4 2/3 this year. 4 2/3. He has 1 strikeout, 2 walks, and a 0 ERA. Has not given up a run. Only 1 hit as well.
Well, hopefully the Bucs can change that today as he'll face the 2021-2022 Gatorade Alaska Baseball Player of the Year and Curtis Hebert as his first batter this evening. Hebert was left on after the pickoff of Trenton Burkhalter. Brown's first pitch, a bunt attempt there by Hebert. Fouls it off at strike 1.
Mentioned Hebert's 400 batting average, which is only good enough for 4th on the team, by the way. This team is that good at the plate. Hebert's OBP at 478.
Well, earlier this season, he was the leader in average in the entire ABL for a good while.
Yeah, for a good 5 or 6 days.
0-1 pitch from Brown outside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Bucs have a team average of 272, a team OBP of 376.
Brown had a red shirt this past year. He's from Santa Fe. Big hack from Hebert. Comes up with nothing at strike 2, 1-2 count now. Out of California, Santa Fe Springs. Tell you, he's 6'1", 205, but he looks a little bigger than that on the mound. I gotta say. The 1-2 pitch to Hebert, outside. Hebert out of Portland, University of Portland, I should say. He comes from South Anchorage High School just down the road.
2-2 here. I think Brown's going back to that fastball. Has just one strikeout in 4 2/3 this summer.
We'll see. 2-2 outside. He goes with a breaking pitch that bounces about 5 feet in front of the plate.
Yeah, that's a strike if the plate's at 55 feet and 6 inches and about 3 feet to the right.
Good thing it's not there.
Yep, correct. Otherwise, that pitch is dangerous.
Full count now to Curtis Hebert. Second baseman, the pitch, line into left field, down the line. It's fair. That'll bounce towards the wall. Hebert rounds first. He's going to head for second. Griffin picks up the ball and taking a look at third, but heading back to second is Hebert as the relay came in quickly, and Curtis Hebert gets the Bucs started early here in the bottom of the third with a leadoff double.
That is just the second hit that Brown has allowed this season, and it's a loud one. Extra base hit for Curtis Hebert. He's in scoring position now.
That's the epitome of how working an at-bat can get you a good pitch.
Yep.
He worked it to full, and that was a very good pitch to hit. Fastball that just kind of found the middle of the zone, came in there, and he rocketed it down that line.
Yep.
Next batter, Cade Lacey, 222 average this year in the ABL, and it's bounced to the left side, diving stop by Rada. He'll go to the first base. It's in time. Hebert had to be put at second base, and there's one gone.
Yeah, Lacey, really good hard contact. Got to hit it where they ain't. That's just a great play by Rada defensively. Flashes the Gold Glove over there. But luckily, if you're the Bucs, you get Lex Bodeker now on.
Bodeker 0 for 1 this evening.
Bodeker was batting in the 380 to 420 range there for a while. Has dipped back down to 250, trying to find a groove as his season progresses.
He flew out to the left fielder his first time up. He watches the first pitch. This is a strike. Takes it on the outside part of the zone. Hebert at second base after the leadoff double. Bucs really want to try and get him home, tie this game up. Bodeker a guy to do it. 0-1 pitch. Nubbed off the end of the bat. Down the third base line. Running in Rada. Comes in, gets it, fires it first on a hop in time. Very close play. Called out. And I got to tell you, partner, I don't know about that one. That was close.
Yeah, that's a tough call. That probably goes 50-50. After thinking about it for a bit, we don't have replay, but after thinking about it, asking myself, I'm going to give it. I do think it was out by about a quarter of a step. Lex Bodeker is just fast, really fast.
He has, 5 stolen bases on the year?
Yeah. And
leader for the Bucs.
6'1", 240. Guy's a tank and can run.
6 tools. Hebert does move to third, though, so a pass ball could score him. And we almost had one there, but a good block at home plate by Chavez as Alex Pendergast is the guy to do it.
Pendergast out of Dallas Baptist, 0 for 1 today, but has a 333 average here in Alaska. 500 OBP.
No strikes, 2 outs. Pitch from Brown. Fly in the air, just off the infield grass, and caught at second base by Groupie to retire the side. Leadoff double for an out for the Bucs as we'll head to the fourth. Oilers 1, Bucs nothing on the Anchorage Bucs Baseball Network.
They call him the harder farmer, a real bad man with a soft side for hard lemonade. He's got a nose for lemons and for trouble. This time he's back with half tea, half lemonade, and 100%. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Get your hands on some today before the harder farmer gets his hands on you.
When Subway opened, they changed the fast food game. But sometimes you gotta refresh to be fresh. Welcome to the Eat Fresh Refresh, where there's so much new, some say it can't fit in one ad. I say, we're talking a new All-American Club, deli-style oven-roasted turkey, and...
Oh, that's the new steak and cheese.
Oh, yeah, I knew that. That's the one with the new seasoning.
And that was the new MVP Parmesan vinaigrette.
Right, which makes a next-level foot... Hold up, the Subway logo? Wait, I'm out of...
Welcome back here to Anchorage, Alaska. Jace Andrews alongside Drake Toll. 1-0 Oilers here as we head to the fourth inning. Blake Lobel back on the mound and trying to continue what has been a very good start thus far. The only thing that has kind of knocked his credit was that leadoff triple from Kadeem Diao last inning.
Yeah, it was the triple from Diao. He got 2 strikeouts back-to-back, 2 down. Man at third. Can you get the next out? And it doesn't matter. A pass ball from Lobel to Trenton Burkhalter scores the only run that's been put up so far in this game through the first 3 completes. And you want it back. You want that one back.
It'll be Brett Groupie who steps up 0 for 1 on the evening. And Lobel's first pitch of the 4th inning, it's a strike.
Fastball at 93 from Lobel. And again, he hides the ball really well, pitches with his legs. His 93 looks faster than it is.
Speaking of legs, Groupie was the 2018 All-State kicker. Watches it's a ball outside. He also was the 2019 All-State punter and All-District quarterback, so two-sport athlete.
That's one of the greatest segues I've ever heard in my life.
I'm telling you.
We did not plan that.
No. Perfect timing, though. 1-1. Flied down the right field line on a play.
When you said, speaking of legs, I thought, oh boy, where is this going to go?
Did you have any thought
at
all?
There's no way that you have anything about legs in your notes. And
No?
sure enough, you did.
I do. We do research here. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Maybe day up, but we do research.
Right. We is a strong word. You do research.
All right. 1-2. Nubbed. Foul territory. Moving over is Thomas. He won't be able to get there.
I got to drop the trailer on those there, Zach. Lobel, 4 strikeouts in 3 innings.
Chance to get the 5th one here.
1-2. Do you come fastball at the eyes?
No, I'm going fastball at the river.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, keep it there.
I believe that was the strikeout pitch he got on Groupie last time. 1-2. He comes inside, and off the inside of the bat, it's right to Thomas, who will just take himself jogging to first, and there's one gone. When I tell you that hit the handle of the bat, that hit the handle of the bat.
I mean, it might have gotten a piece of Groupie's hand. It was that far inside.
Those were the ones where you come into the dugout and you need just a hand massage because you cannot feel anything.
A hand massage?
You never heard of that? So whenever you get a stinger, your nerves are then obviously shocked. The best way to stop the shocking nerve is just to massage it with each hand because it numbs the nerves a little bit.
The more you know.
First pitch to Costello is bunted. I believe that was a bunt. I don't know how it got up here.
I think Costello should never be able to bunt a ball ever again in his entire life after that.
That was very high for a bunt.
He just bunted a ball out of the ballpark behind us.
I was about to say.
That's the least bunt that's ever happened.
0-2, or excuse me, 0-1. Slow, taken for strike. Thought it was low.
Right, yeah.
I got to be careful with this.
Everything's a strike, my partner.
I'm just going to watch.
Everything's a strike tonight. I don't mind it.
Watch the umpire's signal. 0-2. That's a ball.
Very similar pitch.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure that's the same thing there, but, you know, welcome to the ABL.
It is what it is.
Lobel looking for his 5th strikeout. 1-2. Fly into right field. Deep in there, Lacey going back. It's going to be towards and hitting off the wall. Lacey picks it up, fires into A-Bear. It's over his head to Pendergast, and it's a stand-up double for Nick Costello.
The second hit of the game for the Oilers, second extra base hit of the game, and they have both been on 2 strike counts from Lobel. Like to see him continue to work with pitches outside of the zone when he gets an 0-2 or 1-2, because that's where they've taken advantage of Lobel.
I think the unfortunate part is that pass ball may have scared him a little bit to go outside, but with nobody on there, you can kind of risk that.
Yeah, that's true.
Runner at second now, and it's Griffin at the plate.
Griffin also 0 for 1 today. He is 11 for 35 on the season, 314 average.
6'1", 208 listed as an outfielder and catcher.
Over at Northridge, probably recruited by Dave Serrano, the head coach of the Pilots. Retired in 2022.
First pitch taken in the river. This time not a strike. It's a ball.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought it was a strike.
I was confident in that one.
Griffin's mother, I should say, played softball and basketball at Loyola Marymount University.
Wow. Good for her.
Two-sport athlete there. 1-0. Line into right field. Going back is Lacey. This time he'll have enough room. Comes in to make. He misses the ball. Misplayed it. It drops for a hit. Rounding third. Coming home is going to be Castillo. And to third, he's tagged out as Griffin gets the double thrown out at third, but a run does come across the score on a misplay there from Lacey. You call that an error there? Gotta be, right?
When you open the dictionary to the E section and open up error, that is what they display. They have the new electronic dictionaries that have videos.
Boy. This is going to be a fun way to score this.
That is and 100% what happened. Very much an error. As Brent Wilkinson comes to the plate and gets a ball outside. That's one of those we've seen call a strike a couple of times tonight. Good luck scoring what just happened, by the way.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out right now.
Chase Andrews, the official scorekeeper of the Anchorage Bucs.
Brent Wilkinson at the plate, 1-0. The pitch from Lobel fouled off. It's 1-1. We're getting it done somehow.
Damage control on that.
Yeah,
Second consecutive inning here for the Oilers to put up one run. And again, two things that really are out of the control of Lobel, a pass ball and an egregious error in right field.
Well, I'm going to have to figure that out. But we got it done. Inside. That's off the bat.
That's a foul ball. That's what they call it.
1-2.
Yep, absolutely.
There you go.
Wilkinson goes to jump out, and when he does, it nubs off the bat foul.
I'll have to figure that out because he had to be out stealing on that one. Oh, well. Brent Wilkinson, 1-2. There's 2 gone.
Works for me.
Score is 2-0. 3 hits for the Oilers, 2 for the Bucs. Strike 3. He finds the river on that pitch with Lobel and another strikeout. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th here on the Anchorage Bucs Baseball Network.
We are a family business serving Alaskans for over 60 years. Our founder is my dad, Herb Ekman, a German immigrant who started the business in 1963 with his good friend Otto. To this day, the business is dedicated to making products that are distinctive and of the highest quality.
When Arby's added bacon to the Wagyu Steakhouse burger, it was like, not bad. Then Arby's grabbed that peppercorn ranch and has never felt more alive. Arby's, we have the meat.
In 1986, we started Alaskan Brewing Company. And so we've always tried to reflect the quality that the state has in the beers that we make.
Alaska's beautiful. It's true. It's real.
For 30 years, we've been trying to capture the nature of Alaska and put it in a bottle. Today, 30 years later, we're still making beer in the last frontier.
Welcome back to the land of 22 hours of sun. Chase Andrews, Drake Toll. Sun is a cautionary word as you don't see it much, but it's there.
Yeah.
2-0. Oilers on top of your Bucs.
24 hours of clouds here.
Yeah.
And when the sun does decide to peek out, it's 1,000,000 degrees. Otherwise, it's 7.
Hey, here's a good question. Do you know anything about planes?
I know everything about planes.
All right, what plane is flying over the, let's say, left center field light?
That would be a C-130.
Good job. I don't know if you're right, but I'm going to say you are.
I'm definitely not. No, sir.
You don't have to tell people.
No, yeah.
Close enough.
Magician always reveals their secrets.
Oh, that's a...
Yeah, Joey
That's
Narat.
a joke. Narat, right to the shortstop, Elko. Crossed first and tie. 1 up, 1 down for the Bucs. Zach Thomas now steps up 0 for 1. He reached base via error and then proceeded to get... Or no, that was Burkholz who got picked off. Thomas is 0 for 1. Batting around the 340 mark.
Yeah. It's a 737, by the way. That's officially what that plane was.
Okay, good to know.
Just tracked it.
I'm going to start asking you that every time now.
Thanks.
First pitch to Thomas, taken for a strike.
Big planes guy. I've ridden in planes before.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
It's the best plane you've ridden in. Rode in.
Can tell you the worst.
0-1. Taken up high.
Best, I was on a flight to London, and nobody else was on my row. Spectacular.
Oh, yeah. I actually had a flight coming here to Seattle. Nobody in my row.
That's good.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Brown on the mound, the pitch. Big swing there from Thomas. Doesn't get the ball, though, and it's 1-2.
You know, the flight from here to London on a map doesn't look great, but remember, the world is round. So on a globe, it is a lot closer. You just go Arctic Circle, North Pole. And then, boom, you're in London.
1-2 pitch. Thomas flies into shallow center field, maybe right center field. The right fielder comes on, and it'll be McElpatrick making the grab. He's been a busy guy over there in right early.
He really has. Which, a lot of lefties in this lineup for the Bucs as well, so that adds to it.
Brings up Dante Turgeon. So for one, the DH this evening.
DH number 13, Dante.
I tell you, if he knew that the single existed, I don't think he'd still hit it then.
Yeah.
2 outs now. Bucs trying to start something as they're down 2-0. Turgeon watches. It's in the river. It's in the strike zone. Tell you something. I don't know. Is a river a common term? I never really heard that until here.
Yep.
Huh. Well, there you go.
I'm a big fan of using the term river.
0-1. Fouled off. It's 0-2. Turgeon out of Chandler Gilbert Community College. Did originally commit to Arizona State University, though.
True. I go red light here. No chance this ball's in the zone.
Brown a long look into the catcher Chavez. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch to Dante Turgeon. Watched up high. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes now as Turgeon trying to keep this inning alive for the Bucs and trying to cut into this deficit as well. It's 2-0. 1 run scored for the Oilers in the third and 1 in the fourth, both off of extra base hits that then came around to score. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Brown, the pitch. Inside, almost off the hands of Turgeon. If he didn't go, he's going to take first base, and they're going to say it hit him. He did not go. That's a hit by pitch, and he got a runner on.
Yep, they'll say he didn't go. Good call. OBP ticks up a couple notches. Turgeon also listed as 2 for 22 this season on the official stat site of the league. Correct that it is incorrect because the Glacier Pilots just
that's right.
don't really do stats for their games. So that was a big part of why Turgeon's batting average is incorrect. We need to figure out a way to get that fixed sooner than later.
Yeah, we'll figure it out, and I promise you that no matter what, I will be doing the stats now.
Yep. No more for the Pilots.
No more. They lost their shot.
They're done. We're done.
We're done with that.
How about Rebrook?
Runner at first now with Turgeon. Lefty watches. It's outside.
On the lefty, and that ball seems like it's looked like it was in the zone. Good on Rebrook to watch it for a ball.
1 ball, no strikes. Turgeon at first. Bounce on the ground, left side of the shortstop, Elko, who boots it. Turgeon into second, and into first. Off the error is Jacob Rebrook, and there's 2 runners on now.
The 2 most egregious errors that I have seen in the Alaska Baseball League have now taken place in consecutive half innings today. Elko and Lacey.
2 on, 2 outs. That brings up number 16.
Like the spot for Burkhalter. Already got a walk today. He's batting .438 this season with a big hit.
Could tie the game with extra bases.
Could tie it or even take the lead.
Yeah, if he goes over the yard. Takes the first pitch. It's inside for ball.
I was trying to insinuate and not come out and say it.
I didn't say anything.
I
just said yard. We're not in a yard.
Oh.
I was following your lead.
I see what you've done here.
I don't even know what you're talking about, to be honest.
I'd like to thank those that have interacted with the Anchorage Bucs on YouTube and our live fan feedback. Laura Favela and Donald Lyons. Sharon Turgeon's out there. Marcus King. James Rufert says, Asar Tug. Go Bucs. Goody.
I love that.
Yep. That is one true pirate right there. Thank you very much, James.
Could you translate that for us?
Asar Tug?
Yes.
That's just what pirates say, my friend.
All right. Fair enough. 1 ball, no strikes. Runners at first and second off a hit by pitch and an error. Brown, the pitch in. Inside, taken for a ball. It's 2-0.
Yeah, good eye by Turgeon or
Not
Burkhalter.
Burkhalter, he's trying to make up for it. He got picked off at first
it was a
base.
good eye. Turgeon was watching it at second.
Yeah, there you go. He does have a good eye.
He was just very keenly zoned in. Decent eye from Burkhalter as well.
2-0 from Brown to Burkhalter. Inside again, it's 3-0.
If Burkhalter is to reach here, you get Curtis Hebert, who's already 1 for 1 with an extra base hit today, batting .429 this season. A local kid. Red light?
I think so.
Yeah.
You're not swinging at this.
Eve, I heard it was red light last night. I think it's definitely a red light here.
3 balls, no strikes. Inside ball 4. There you go. Burkhalter takes a walk. Bases are juiced for Curtis Hebert of South Anchorage High School.
Load them up. Put the beer hats on. Everybody put the rally caps, the sunglasses, whatever you got. Curtis Hebert at the plate. Fate of the world on the line. 1 3-pointer. I want Curtis Hebert.
Here it is, though.
Yep, the bases are juiced. This is the kid I want at the dish.
Bucks on the ship. Brown looks in the pitch to Hebert. Fly it into right field. Going back is McElpatrick. Goes back. It's over his head. 1 run comes across to score. Coming around is Thomas. Now Burkhalter sliding in safe. It's a 3 RBI triple for Curtis Hebert, and the Bucks take the lead in the bottom of the 4th. Curtis Hebert, hello. I believe he fulfilled what Drake just said about wanting him to take the 3.
Curtis Hebert. Who do you think you are? I am. Hebert cleans off the bases.
Can somebody say 2-out rally?
Bucks on board. Hebert sweeps it.
Cade Lacey up now. He watches for a ball. That all came with 2 outs. Hit by pitch, error, walk, triple. First earned runs of the year for Brown.
That's Big Kurt, baby. You ain't coming up in here messing with Big Kurt. He will take you the other way.
He loves to play second base. He loves it.
Dude, I don't know why McElpatrick was playing in so far in right field.
No. Well, he was also playing more towards right center as well.
I don't know if you have stood next to Curtis Hebert. He looks 30.
He does.
He looks 30. He's like 19 years old, and you just like
he is a mature man.
He is an intimidating person. Curtis Hebert, a triple over your head, head top in right field. The Bucks lead 3-2. This is what we talked about in the pregame. Momentum. When you talk about momentum in Summer League baseball, these guys are going to give up if they're not having fun, if things aren't going their way. Because in Summer League, it can get very individual. The Bucks, not going to happen this season. These guys are bought in, and moments like that really make a year, especially early on.
1 ball, no strikes to Cade Lacey. The pitch, watched. It's a strike this time.
And you still got a guy 90 feet away to add to your lead and double up the Oilers now going into the 5th.
Turgeon, Rebrook, and Burkhalter all come in to score. Hebert clearing the bases. Lacey at the plate trying to make sure Hebert gets home as well. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Brown still on the mound. Big hack from Lacey.
Dude thought he could get my boy Big Kurt out.
He did not.
No chance.
No way.
Curtis OBP making his batting average up to 455 now.
Hebert's a muscular guy, though. I will say that. He's
all right.
Very much.
True, yes.
1-2 to Lacey. Takes a hack and a miss at that one, but Hebert clears the bases on an RBI triple with the 2-out rally coming through for the Bucks. It's 3-2 Bucks headed to the 5th rather, here on the Anchorage Bucs Baseball Network.
No errors.
I'm currently the discipline engineering team leader at BP Wind. I'm actually a chemical engineer by training. I started my career in the upstream oil and gas division. Spent about 8 years supporting operations, both in onshore and offshore processing platform. I knew I was ready for a change. As luck had it, I ended up in wind on a short-term assignment, which then I knew had to turn into a long-term assignment. I think if I were to advise people who are in upstream now and would like to transition into renewables, I would say learn as much as you can about the actual problems that wind farms face, the challenges they have to overcome, and how your skill set can help solve those problems. The general operating principles and
Blake Lobel back on the mound here with the lead now. Yeah. Bucks 3, Oilers 2 as Curtis Hebert. That one lined fouled on the left side, almost hitting a pitcher who was running down there. I don't know who that was.
Big Mike Sarhat.
I thought that's who it was.
Down left field.
He was about
risk it all over
20
there.
feet from getting nailed in the back. Not that close, but still closer than it should be. 3-2 Bucs. Hebert at second base now after the 3 RBI triple. 0-1.
Yeah.
Taken for a strike. It's 0-2.
Yeah.
It's Josiah Chavez, the catcher at the plate. Came in here batting 190. Now batting below that after his 0-for-1 start to this game as he fouls that off to stay alive.
Yeah, Chavez at 182. Big strikeout in his first plate appearance.
Lobel looks in the 0-2. Bounced on the ground towards Hebert, moves to his right, gets it, throws on to first in time, and there's one gone.
The Sahara Desert.
Oh. I know what's
The
coming here.
surface of the sun. Then Curtis Hebert on the things that are hot power rankings.
Very much so.
But at number 1, this broadcast booth, I mentioned it earlier, when the sun comes out in Anchorage, Alaska, get out the way.
It is crazy as Kadeem Dial steps in and watches the ball inside. It's very much 50 degrees every day.
Freezing.
But
brutally
when
cold.
the sun hits you, it is hotter than any sun I've ever seen. Taken for a strike.
We are closest to
We
the
are.
sun.
That
Where
is
we
the
are.
reason that the sun is always out.
We're close. The Earth is not flat.
It is
not flat.
Not a chance. 1 ball, 1 strike. Popped in the air. Hebert moves back. And he's going to give way to Lacey as they run into each other. One of them has the ball. It's Hebert. As bad communication there. Luckily, the Bucs able to get an out. And Lacey picked up by Hebert. Looks like everybody's okay.
My brother's in baseball. We got to do something here. We can't. And I get it. You know, it happens even in the big leagues. But this is, Hebert has called everybody off. Hey, Lacey's got to stay put in right field. Hebert's beneath the baseball, called everybody off. And Lacey running behind him just trucks the poor kid. Good thing they're both okay, but
correct.
Hebert's underneath it. He's got that ball.
With 2 away, that brings up.
Well, it brings up Michael Elko now, the shortstop. Very close to possible an error there, but luckily it was Hebert to hang on with it. And that's tough because he had to catch it and then hang on while basically getting run into by by Lacey. Trucked. 1-0 pitch. Taken for a strike. 1-1.
Blake Lobel feeling good. 93 on the fastball.
Elko batting 167 this year as he foul tips that back.
Yeah, Lobel had a very interesting pregame. Every starting pitcher has their pregame ritual. He just sat alone in the dugout. Just him.
Sounds like Max Scherzer types things right there.
Yep.
1-2, 2 outs. Just outside, a little low as well. It's 2-2.
I said, Blake, dude, all your friends want you to come out and play with them outside. They're playing catch and taking BP, and he was just locked in.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Make it 3 outs. Strike on the inside part of the plate, and Blake Lobel is dealing. 2 runs through 5. We're going to the bottom of the 4th as we head to the bottom of the 4th on the Anchorage Bucs Baseball Network.
When I first moved to Alaska, my whole family was saying, oh boy, this is a strange phase in his life.
I saw pictures of the place, gorgeous scenery, and then I took a summer job here and fell totally in love with the mountains, the ocean, everything. But I think what kept me here was the people.
The idea of starting a brewery seemed to match and mesh what we enjoyed about our life up here. Each other, beer, working hard, and creating something.
When we started out really small, we only sold our beer in Alaska. Now that we sell our beer outside, when I travel and I see our beer, it's neat to think that it came all the way from Alaska and I had a hand in making it.
The nature of starting a business in Alaska really was just an extension of what Alaska is all about. There needs to be somewhat of a free spirit, a frontier.
We just wanted to make a living up here and brew beer and have fun. We're doing the best we can to put Alaska in a bottle.
New pitcher on the mound for the Oilers. It's Connor, not Clayton. Connor Kershaw. Drink. Got any info?
Connor Kershaw's on the mound, 6 foot tall, 185. Did you know that Connor's uncle actually went to the same high school as Matthew Stafford?
Whoa.
Yep.
Really?
Connor Kershaw, the California product, out of Loyola Marymount, went to Newberry Park. From Newberry Park, went to Oaks Christian High School. Oaks Christian, by the way, just had Nate Bennett, a quarterback, commit to Baylor University. So a lot of D1 products that come out of Oaks Christian. He did not appear in any games in his freshman season in 2021 and has pitched in 35 innings in his sophomore and junior campaigns, including a 3.12 ERA this last spring and 8 2/3 for Marymount.
There's the info. Lex Bodeker will be the first one to face him here as taking his third swings. He's 0 for 2 this day. Flies that foul.
No relation to the most famous Kershaw who exists, Sammy Kershaw. Connor and Sammy, not related.
No, of course not. Bodeker had a 266 average at UCF with an 898 OPS. Had the most games played out of any Buck in this past college season as he watches the ball. 57 games. Funny enough, he didn't start the most as he started 55. And Zach Thomas and Dante Turgeon have been beat at 56 starts.
Wow. Sammy Kershaw, a native of Abbeville, Louisiana, sings She Don't Know She's Beautiful. Not grammatically correct.
1-1. It's okay. There's a lot of songs that aren't grammatically correct.
That's true.
Including any sentence that I just said.
There do be a lot of them. That is also true. That was quite the sentence.
2-1. Flying into deep right field, going back towards the wall. It'll hit fair and head towards the wall. Bodeker rounds first. He's going to round second. He's heading for third. Relay is nowhere close. It's not even going to be made as Bodeker leads off the inning with the triple. Third, or rather second triple of the game for the Bucs.
Boy, I thought we had our first Bo Dinger off the bat. Lex dropping it into right field, into the corner. Tough play from McElpatrick. Boy, that guy's had a really good night to start. And now he's been running all over this baseball field. Lex Bodeker just put a pounding on that baseball, and it doesn't get any easier.
All right, Eve. Alex Pendergast at the plate. Goes through the legs of the catcher Chavez. Bodeker can walk home. It's 4-2 Bucs.
Now that's what you like to see. Things that you like to see, that is on the list. Bucs lead by 2. Bodeker's fast. Didn't even need to be fast.
He didn't need to be. Pendergast, 0 for 2 this evening. Had a pretty decent start to his ABL season as he came in here with a 400 average. Of course, you know, there's one game that doesn't count.
Yeah. Which is good.
It is. 1-0. Outside.
It's good if you're Pendergast. It's not good if you're Turgeon.
No.
It's honestly good. It was the 13-3 loss to the Pilots that just was never scored in the official ABL scorebook.
There you go. 2-0. Make it 2-1. It's a strike taken by Alex Pendergast, who batted .297 this past year at DBU. Played in 17 games, started 11 of them, had 37 ABs. 2-1 pitch from Kershaw, and it's taken for a strike. It's 2-2. That was a little close to the inside part.
Got to hang out today with Pendergast and watch Oral Roberts beat TCU in a walk-off in the top of the 9th.
2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch bounced on the ground to the shortstop, Elko. Comes on, grabs, throws to first in time.
Just the first out of the bottom of the 5th. Pendergast is back to the dugout, and Joey Narrett comes to the plate. Another guy who's staying at the Buck House. Narrett was also watching that TCU game. Burkhalter in there. Just a wild day of college baseball.
It was.
Florida getting a walk-off. Oral Roberts winning by 1 in the upset. Cinderella story continues for those guys.
It do.
It was so neat to watch Narrett and Pendergast talk about the guys they knew on these teams playing in the CWS right now.
Big hack from Narrett there. And the big thing is DBU actually lost to Oral Roberts in that Stillwater Regional,
right.
So they knew a good amount. Plus, those two teams also played each other in a series. Actually, I did a broadcast for that game earlier in the year in March.
Yeah.
0-1. Nubbed foul.
Those are, you guys are legit.
They are.
52-12 record
One
this
of the
season.
best closers I've seen in a while, Cade Denton.
Huh.
A couple of the ORU guys were on the Flamingos last year, a team that I worked for. As that's popped high in the air on the infield. Kershaw gives it a look now. Chavez gives it a look now. It's the third baseman who misses it. It bounces on the mound. Rada called everybody off and then stepped on the mound and slipped, and that's one of the hardest plays in baseball right there, to catch a mile-high pop-up while running uphill and not knowing when you're going to run uphill.
Leroy Brown at 3, Michael Jackson at 2, that play at 1 on things that are bad. That was wow. That hurt me physically to watch. It's the third error we've seen today that has just been more than egregious.
You want to know something funny? He didn't touch that ball, so it's a base hit.
Oh, that's so gross, but I'll take it.
Bounce to short. Elko on to second, on to first. Not caught by Costello. He had it momentarily with the pick, but then dropped it. And it'll be Zach Thomas, who was able to reach on the fielder's choice.
Dude, that's not an error. That's the most insane thing that's ever existed.
Number 13, Dante Turgeon.
Ugh. They didn't score Lacey's playing right an error on the scoreboard either. They're being real kind tonight.
They are.
Dante Turgeon to the plate, taking a fastball down the pipe. Turgeon this season batting .091, has runs scored today.
The ball is a strike, runner at first base for him. Watches the pitch inside. Turgeon was the first batter to kind of start that rally in the last inning as he got hit by a pitch on a little half swing.
He was at third with the bases juiced when Curtis Abe cleared him off.
1 ball, 1 strike. Kershaw the pitch. Big hack. Strike 2. Tell you, saying Kershaw the pitch doesn't feel right.
It feels like we're not quite there yet.
No. We're close, right?
Oh, no. No.
Not at all. Thomas at first. Pitch to Turgeon. High chopper to the third baseman, Rada, who comes in, grabs, and fires to first as he makes up for not catching the pop-out. Gets it there. Bucs do have a run come across, though. It's 4-2 as we head to the 6th on the Anchorage Bucs Baseball Network.
One left on.
Boar's Head has harnessed the power of fire to unlock an intense new flavor. An expertly charred, flame-grilled masterpiece to take your senses to new heights. Because when Boar's Head lights a fire, we ignite an experience worth savoring. New Boar's Head Firesmith Flame-Grilled Chicken Breast. Flavor forged in flame. Available only at the deli and only from Boar's Head. Compromise elsewhere.
If there's one thing I've learned at Speedy Glass, it's that every chip becomes a crack. Today, I'm going to show you why. When we look at a chip up close, we see tons of tiny cracks that are just waiting to spread. Don't wait for your chip to crack. Repair it at Speedy Glass before having to replace the entire windshield. You'll save time. You'll be back on the road within an hour. Book an appointment at speedyglass.ca.
Speedy Glass Repair. Speedy Glass Replace.
Welcome back here to Mulcahy Stadium. Chase Andrews alongside Drake Toll. Bucs lead 4-2 here in the top of the 6th inning as it looks like Lobel back out there.
Yes. I love that guy. He's got the best Southern accent I've maybe ever heard in my life, and he's gone 5 innings of really good work.
Michael Rada at the plate takes his strike, or rather swings through a strike, and I'll tell you why they may have given it. It's because this is the last time of the second time through the order, if that makes sense. Mouthful,
but this is the last.
This is the last batter of the second time through the order. So this is the second time going through the order, and Rada is the 9 slot.
Oh, look, and there are 2 pitchers with very active throwing in the bullpen. Do we have enough bullpen catchers for that?
We must. Well, we do have active catchers enough for that, so I bet you Nolan Wilson's out there catching one of them.
Yeah, but who's catching the other? Maltby?
Maltby. 1-2, cut and a miss. Strike 3 from Michael Rada. Another strikeout for Blake Lobel.
Don't do it, Ken. Don't do it, Ken.
Do not.
He's not going to do it. He's going to leave him out there. He's going to leave him out there.
Owen McElfatrick steps up. He's 0 for 2. Lobel trying to make him 0 for 3 against Lobel.
Wow. One
out. 1 strike. Nice pitch there from Lobel.
Sir, they brought Lobel out for the 6th.
They did. No balls, 1 strike. Technically, as the 0-1 comes in, bounced foul 0-2.
Oh, boy.
He could get, if he can finish this inning, a quality start. The first one, I think, in the ABL.
First quality start, yeah.
Which is it's about this time because you're getting, close to a third of the way through the season in terms of games played.
He's only at 76 pitches, too.
He's really. I mean, he's doing very well for himself this game.
Interesting that Point Streak only has him at 5 innings pitched.
0-2.
Yeah, come on. He went. Come on. He's not even watching. The umpire's not even watching. They keep pointing down to him to check, and he won't do anything. They keep pointing down to him, and he won't do anything. The umpire's not even watching at first base. What are we doing here?
So the reason it has 5 is because it doesn't give 5.1 innings on the original game live. Ball hit to Abear at second base. He'll get it to first in time to Thomas. And there's 2 gone for Lobel here in the 6th.
It should have been a strikeout. We won't count it.
Oh, well.
Won't matter. Let's just try to watch the pitches next time.
Let's try to watch the game next time.
Yeah,
or
please.
Anything. I mean,
he's just like me, honestly, though. We have some stuff in common.
Brett Group, he steps up to the plate.
0 for 2 today.
He is 0 for 2. And he'll fly into left field. Coming in is Narrett, makes the grab. Blake Lobel, 6 innings, 2 runs, no matter what. He's got a quality start.
I'm not leaving.
Keep him in.
Bring him out for the 7th.
We'll go to the bottom of the 6th now. Bucks up 4-2 on the Anchorage Bucs Baseball Network.
It was time to update the bathroom.
But we didn't want to break the bank.
Rebath made it effortless. A Rebath design consultant came to our home and presented us ideas and products in a way that made our decisions simple.
They took away the old, installed the new, and gave us the bathroom
we've always wanted.
Style affordably. Call 1-844-9REBATH for your free in-home design consultation today.
Of all the reasons we love Alaska, easy isn't one of them. We like a good challenge, but we also love innovative technology that simplifies our busy lives. Whether you want to make a deposit or pay a bill, check in or check out, or quickly send and receive money, one bank has the online and mobile tools to help you through whatever comes your way. Simple, secure, reliable. Bank on the go. First National Bank, Alaska.
Arby's new Steakhouse Garlic Ribeye Sandwich. Who knew the best thing to come from a steakhouse wouldn't even come from a steakhouse? Arby's did, that's who. Arby's, we have the meat.
Welcome back. The Bucks are leading. It's 4-2. Trace Andrews, Drake Toll alongside you.
Oh, that was our names combined, wasn't it?
It was.
I have a keen ear.
I gotta get creative.
I have a keen ear.
I get creative sometimes. Jacob Rebrick at the plate, watches a strike. He was one of the 3 runners to come across and score on Mr. Curtis's RBI triple.
Big Kurt.
0-1. Hack got a breaking pitch that comes up empty on. It's 0-2.
Rebrick has scored a run today. You just said that, didn't you?
I did.
Yep.
It's okay. He also has been on base today because you have to be on base to score a run.
That is a great point.
0-2.
He's not going to be on base now.
So we're going to miss that one. He'll strike out for the first out of the bottom of the 6th for Connor Kershaw, who's back on the mound.
Only the 2nd strikeout of the game for Bucks batters against Silversmith, Brown, and Kershaw.
That's pretty good.
By the way, only 1 earned run in this game by an Oilers pitcher. Welcome to my world.
All right. Launching a strike at the plate is the new batter, Trenton Burkhalter. He walked in the 5th inning, or rather 4th inning, when he came around to score on the RBI triple from the guy on deck, Curtis Abear. Watches that one. This time it's the ball.
They're scared to pitch to him. He's 0 for 0 today. 438 average is what they saw, and they've shot away.
1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch to Burkhalter is lined up the middle. Dive, not able to reach it is the shortstop Elko. It'll go into left field, and it'll be a base hit for Trenton Burkhalter, as now he's 1 for 1 on the day.
Based on what we have seen today, Trenton Burkhalter is impossible to get out.
He is.
In a baseball game.
Don't try it.
Oh, my.
Guess who's also been impossible to get out today?
Yeah,
and has 2 hits.
Burkhalter just took the league lead in batting average at 471. Hebert at 455 could possibly overtake him here.
Big hack at that one. He was trying to swing for the fences as he comes up empty.
3 RBI today for Hebert.
I wonder when that came.
Yep, good question. I'll look.
Burkhalter at first. Kershaw on the mound. The pitch to Hebert. He watches it. It's a little low. Nice stop at the plate by the catcher, Chavez. Chavez has got 3 different pitches today.
Yeah.
One of them with the last name Kershaw. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 runner on for the Bucs, and a 2-run lead in the bottom of the 6th. Hebert watches. It's low for ball 2. Brown has a very wide stance while looking in.
Yeah, kind of opens up, too.
2-1. Watched for a strike on the outside part of the plate.
Famous last words, but a relatively quick game so far.
Oh, boy.
Yep. I had to.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Kershaw looks in. The pitch. Runner takes off. It's lined into right field. Going over is McElpatrick. He is not going to make the catch. Burkhalter had to touch second again. Hebert now dives in. And it's an RBI double for Curtis Hebert as he continues his very, very impressive game.
Yeah, Hebert is hot for sure. His slugging is going to be great today.
Well, I want to make sure Burkhalter tagged second, went back and touched second again, and then had to tag second once again to make sure that he wasn't called out.
Right.
Very good baseball knowledge there from Trenton Burkhalter.
So no RBI. Burkhalter stands at third, Hebert at second. So 2 runners in scoring position for Cade Lacey.
Infield in now for the Oilers as they're trying to keep this as a 2-run deficit. Bucs trying to break it open here with the 9-slot Cade Lacey. He's 0 for 2 this evening, but he flies that one deep into left field going out. It's going to go over the wall. Cade Lacey sends one out of here, and the Bucs lead 7-2. Lacey makes up for his error in a huge way.
Cade laced it, baby. Bucs blow it wide open. 5-run lead for the home team. They are 2-0 against the Oilers already this season. And now this thing has taken a complete turn from when it was 2-0. That's 7 straight for the good guys.
That was ripped down the left field line over the wall. And I tell you, that was just poetic right there. Makes an error, comes back, sends a 3-run shot. Bodeker with the first pitch, pops it into no man's land in the left field. It's going to drop foul, though, as it bounces out of play.
That foul ball is brought to you by Julian.
I love baseball.
I love it.
I love baseball. All the times that I said this is a stupid, silly sport, I take all of it back. I love baseball.
Baseball is so much fun. Cade Lacey just hit a home run off somebody throwing the ball to him with last name Kershaw.
Yep. Lacey, to that point, had a rocky game.
He did.
By the way.
He had a tough time in right field.
Couple of misplayed balls.
Had to absolutely ran into Curtis Hebert.
Strike out of the plate and then said, dude, let me just go bomb on you. Let me just hit this ball as hard as I can as far as I want to.
Lex Bodeker at the plate, 1 for 3.
Do it again.
Trying to go yard. And it'll fly it into shallow left field once again. It's going into foul territory and unable to make the catch is the third baseman, Rada.
Was that Oppo?
It was. He's had a couple down the line. I think he's almost trying to go that way in a way.
Yeah, what do we do? Okay, look, hey, far be it from me to question.
I will say, Bodeker, after today's stats, he's batting .267, but that is not indicative of the player he is because he's going to get hot soon enough.
Also, would you believe me if I told you that was Cade Lacey's first home run?
I would, just because I feel like nobody in their entire league has hit
No.
Multiple home
The
runs.
Bucs lead the league in home runs.
How many people do we have now?
No one on that 5.
There's 5?
And
Yeah.
no one on this team has hit multiple home runs.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Kershaw steps off the rubber as he takes a second to compose himself and we're ready to go now. There's 1 out in the inning after the 3-run bomb by Cade Lacey. It's 1-2. It's inside for ball 2.
Good frame by Chavez.
That was close. That was one you had to wait.
Yep.
Good eye, though. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Podaker. Flies into right center field. Going back is Dial. He'll be there for make the grab as he backpedals towards it. It's a nice shot, but unfortunately, again, right to somebody. And there's 2 gone for Alex Pendergast.
Hit it where they ain't. You gotta hit it where they ain't. So it is Joey Narrett, Jacob Rebrook, Ben Haar, Dante Turgeon, and now Cade Lacey, who have hit home runs. By the way, we thought it would be...
Well, and one of the stats that I'm counting, Dylan Maltby also had a home run in yesterday's scrimmage, technically.
Yeah. And
it didn't count.
We were like, oh, Lex Bodicker, he's going to have one. Cole Howarth, he's going to have one.
In the spring, if we haven't mentioned it.
They're going to hit home runs.
Pendergrass sends it into left center field. That'll drop for a base hit. Rounding first, he's going to head for 2. It's an easy double for Alex Pendergast. He's been hot to start the year, too. I believe that's his 3rd extra base hit.
Yeah. Pendergast was 0 for 3 today. That'll get you on the board. Very nice, young man. Very nice.
That'll play.
Yes. Good word, my friend.
That is a good word. Well, words, but yes.
Yeah. So the ones who were like, oh, these could be the home run kings, haven't really hit them yet, which they will, obviously, but it just goes to show that, all right.
Well, it's the guys who came in here with power that aren't hitting them out, to be honest.
Right.
Which is kind of funny. Joey Narrett steps in with a 500 average as he watches the ball.
Some sneaky power seeing the ball leave the yard.
Narrett out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. About said Wisconsin. Pendergast, fake pickoff at second. He dropped the ball, too.
Wow.
That's the 2nd time that somebody has thrown back where there's been nobody covering on
look,
Pendergast.
if you are a young pitcher watching the stream, the most embarrassing thing you can do is step off the mound, do a 180, and just drop the baseball when you pump fake. It may be the most embarrassing thing in sports.
1-0 to Narrett. Cut and a miss.
If I can give you one piece of advice, please never accidentally lose the baseball when you're trying to pump fake at a runner when there's no one covering the bag.
That's a tough way. 1-1. Taken for strike.
I might coach my son's Little League team one day just to teach them not to do that.
It reminds me of one of the most crazy times in baseball where it was the playoff game with the Pirates and they started chanting Cueto when he dropped the ball. That was, and then Russell Martin hit a homer. 1-2. On the ground towards the second baseman groupie. Gets it on a hop, throws to first in time, but a 3-run bomb from Cade Lacey breaks this game open. It's 7-2 Bucs as we head to the 7th inning on the Anchorage Bucs Baseball Network.
Man, valet took forever.
There's no valet here.
Who took my That could have been bad.
Welcome to today's side quest. The store run against the clock. Just another day in the life of Mike. Lemonade that hits harder for Mikes that go harder. The world needs more Mikes.
Welcome back to the top of the 7th inning. We got a new pitcher on the mound for you, as it'll be J.D. Goodcase stepping up. Drake, Got any stats on JD for us?
Good case, 0-2 out of San Diego this summer, a 9 ERA in 3 games. He was the opening day starter for the Bucs. Has pitched 3 innings, 3 strikeouts, 4 walks, 7 hits in games against the Miners, Chinooks, and Pilots. Also want to take a second and say the PA guy here at Mulcahy might be the best in the league. The
100%.
music is always so good. There have been walk-up songs before. Playing swag surfing after you blow the game wide open is a power move. I like this guy a lot. I also like JD Goodcase, 6'3", freshman, 185 pounds from, again, San Diego, hometown of Ventura, California.
At the University of San Diego this past year, he had a 6.75 earned run average, 1.5 whip. No wins, no losses in 11 appearances. None of those were starts. 9 innings pitched. He gave up 7 runs on 7 hits. Very even. 7 hits, 7 runs, 7 earned runs, 7 walks, 7 strikeouts. Likes the number 7.
Yeah, that was a lot of 7s over there.
To the plate, first baseman number 26, Nick Costello.
First guy he'll face will be Nick Costello. Costello 1 for 2 on the day.
Should also mention Lobel's day is done at 6 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, 7 strikeouts. Or 5 2/3, if you will.
Taken outside for a ball. 1-0. Well, it's time to play that game we love called What Day Is Today? The National Day. Drake's, any guesses? This one's a wild one. I like it, but wild.
I'm going to go with...
Outside.
Oh, man. National Buckle Your Seatbelt Day.
You would be very much off, unfortunately.
What's the hint?
2-0 pitch here from Goodcase, and then I'll give you a hint.
That's the hint?
Be inside, it's 3-0. The hint is that it involves Africa in some way.
Well, you're leaving it real broad there, partner.
Yeah. Africa's in the name, technically.
Okay.
Taking for a strike.
National Ghana.
It's a charity event day, technically.
Oh.
It's very bad hints.
Way too many hints.
Yeah.
A lot of hints. There's not really.
Working from behind is Goodcase as he gets it to a 3-2 count now to Costello.
National Band-Aid Do They Know It's Christmas Day for Africa?
I love the answer, but you would be incorrect as here comes the full count pitch from Goodcase. It's low for ball 4, so a leadoff walk here.
All right.
In the bottom. The top of the 7th.
The dangerous trivia game that you've set me on. What is today?
The International Day of the African Child.
Nobody out. That brings up left fielder number
I feel like there's got to be more than one out there. Have they just selected one that they...
Yes, June 16th is the day that focuses on attention of the barriers of African children and getting charity money to help receive quality education in Africa.
Okay.
What day is today? First pitch to the new batter, Ben Griffin's taken inside.
Interesting.
I know.
Do you know the song Do They Know It's Christmas by Band-Aid?
I don't.
One of the worst songs of all time. Such a terrible misrepresentation of a wonderful continent.
1-0.
Yeah.
Taken for a strike. A nice fastball there from Goodcase.
Do They Know It's Christmas? The whole song insinuates that people in Africa just don't know that Christmas exists, which is terrible.
What?
Right. Like who? And it was a hit. Sting was on it.
What year was this?
84, I think.
Oh, my.
I think it was 84.
1 ball, 1 strike. Half swing. Strike anyway.
Remember We Are the World?
Yes, I do remember
We Are
that.
the World for Africa and We Are the World for Haiti. It was very similar to that,
Yes.
except much worse. Like line for line, terrible.
Goodness.
Where nothing ever grows, no rain or rivers flow is a line from the song. My brother, there is the Nile River is in Africa. The Nile River.
That doesn't...
Just no one studied when they made Band-Aid's song, Do They Know It's Christmas?
To be fair, there was a lot of songs in the 80s that the lyrics just don't make sense at all.
Right, but this one was
This was bad. It sounds
explicit.
like it. Base hit through the left side there for Ben Griffin. And quickly, there's 2 runners on here on J.D. Goodcase who will have to work with runners at first and second to now the new batter, Bren Wilkinson. He's 0 for 2 on the day.
Which, look, A Horse with No Name by the band America, right?
Yeah.
No one knows what's happening in that song. It's not, it's a classic, but it's like, all right, who knows what this is about? Do they know it's Christmas? They were just clear about it.
Listen, you don't know it, obviously.
Right, what are we doing, guys?
Good cases, pitches outside. It's ball 1. Bryn Wilkinson, his father was actually a catcher at Long Beach State. His favorite sports team was the Los Angeles Dodgers. You think he talked to Connor Kershaw?
Connor Kershaw? Maybe. Just asked him.
Listen. You should talk to your uncle. 1-2. That's a strike on the outside part. This past season as a freshman, he slashed .355, .444, and .484 in 31 at-bats. 7 RBI. 1 ball, 1 strike, looking for his 6th RBI in the ABL this season here. Bounce to the shortstop, Pendergast. Boots it off his glove, and everybody will be safe. As Pendergast think he was trying to corral that ball in there, and he hit his hand as he maybe tried to close the gate a little early.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, now they're juiced. That would have been a double play ball. Error from Pendergast at short. Now things are real hairy with Chavez at the plate. You got a 5-run cushion.
Josiah Chavez now steps up with the bases loaded. Luckily, even a grand slam can't tie it at this point.
True.
As the first pitch to Chavez is a ball inside. He's 0-2 on the day. Wide into left field. Narrett going over, makes the grab on the run. 1 run will come across on the sac fly, but that'll be it on a very nice running grab from Joey Narrett, picking up his other teammate from the Buck, also on DBU, Alex Pendergast.
Yeah, it's Narrett showing a lot of range in left field there. He tracks that down about 60 feet, makes a great catch that saves what likely would have cleared the bases and made this game really hairy.
Kadeem Diaz steps up. He had a triple earlier in this game and a 1-for-2 effort. Looks to bunt, gets it down the first base line. It's a good bunt, good case. Grabs, flip to first, not in time.
No, it wasn't.
Kadeem Diaz reaches on a bunt hit, and the bases are backloaded with 1 gone.
Yeah, a good case just took too much time there, way too much time, and then lobbed it underneath the underhand. We gotta be hustling here.
Well, and the thing at that point, because it was down the line, your best option is to pick up that ball and be right where you're going to tag him.
Yep. Yeah.
Michael Elko steps up. He's 0 for 2. He's got the bases loaded. Now a grand slam would tie it. He fouls the first pitch off.
Yeah, again, if you're a good case, we got to be dropping the trailer here.
Good news is that there's 1 out, and you get a double play, and the inning's over. We're in the top of the 7th here. Bucks up 7-3. Good case is 0-1. It's a strike. It's 0-2.
Got to go outside the zone here, but keep it in front of Burkhalter.
No balls, 2 strikes. Good case looks in. Corner infielder's in the pitch. Watches outside. That's a good 0-2 pitch right there. It was close to the zone, but nothing too close. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Good case, a long look in. Now ready to go. As here comes the pitch. Breaking ball in about the same spot.
Yeah.
Does not get the batter Elko to go. It's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Good case, a deep breath. Here it comes. Flied foul. Remains 2-2.
Stay in the zone here. Don't want this count to run full. 2-2 pitch. I like the breaker. It was a really good breaking ball against Matt Sue last week. Stick with it. Get the out here.
Elko had 3 RBI at Northwestern this past year. He is at 8 here in the ABL already. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Watches low. Count will run full now.
Now it's about 3-2 wins. That is what Bishop Griggs and the pitching staff of this team preach.
Has to be in the strike zone here for good case. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bases loaded for the Oilers in a 7-3 ball game. Here it comes. Lined over the head of the shortstop, Pendergrass. That's going to drop for a base hit. 2 runs are going to come across the store. The throw for Nair, it's actually not going to be there as the catcher Burkhalter had it and flung it away. It would have been in time had he grabbed it. Both runners move up after that. And it's a RBI single for Michael Elko that pushes across 2 runs and makes this a 7-5 ball game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, good piece of hitting there. Good throw from Near It just a little high, and then Burkhalter with a tag flung it away. And now the tying run stands at second base. Good case. He's got to get control here.
That tying run will be the batter trying to get the tying run across will be Michael Rada. There's going to be a pinch hitter.
Ty Thomas.
Ty Thomas will step in.
Who has struck out 6 times this year against the Anchorage Bucs, including a golden sombrero. Fresh out of high school is Ty Thomas. Infield in again.
Good case. The pitch. Fastball for a strike. It's the 9 slot that Thomas will slide into here.
Thomas batting .069 on the season.
A 1, big hack. And a strike there for Ty Thomas.
Similar here, 0-2 goes somewhere outside the zone. But it cannot get past Burkhalter.
No balls. 2 strikes. Good case's pitch. Cut and a miss, strike 3. Ty Thomas set down swinging, and there's 2 gone here for J.D. Goodcase.
Oh, Ty, brother. I think everybody in the ballpark knew that Goodcase is going to go outside the zone, and he goes in the left-handed batter's box, and the guy just swings and says, J.D. Goodcase, if you ever wanted a present, here it is.
2 outs now. Owen McElpatrick. Watches. First pitch for a ball. Runners at second and third still. Base hit would tie it. Goodcase trying to make sure that this 2-run lead holds up here going to the bottom of the 7th. The 1-0 pitch. Taken outside. Ball 1. Excuse me, ball 2. Two balls, no strikes, good case. Looks in. Here comes the pitch. It's going to be inside. 3-0.
Didn't miss by much. If you walk McElpatrick, I mean, you could. First base is open, and you get Brett Grupe, who's also 0 for 3 today, 229 average.
.30 pitch. Fouled away. It'll go 3-1.
Hitters count.
That foul ball is brought to you by Dooley Athletics, the official uniform sponsor of the Anchorage Bucs.
3 balls and 1 strike, trying to make sure that this game remains tied, or rather, the game remains ahead for the Bucs. 3-1. Swing and a miss. Count run full.
That ball is at McElpatrick's eyes.
Yeah. It's ball 4 if you don't swing.
I have no idea what he's doing swinging under it.
High fastball, it's hard to read coming in, especially because you're on top of a mound. You're expecting that ball to drop.
Yep.
Full count pitch with 2 outs. The pitch from Goodcase. Bounced on the ground to Pendergast. He gets it this time. Throw across the diamond. A first pick in time. Nice combo play there with Pendergast and Thomas cutting down the runner and making sure the 2-run lead for the Bucs will go down into the bottom of the 7th here on the Anchorage Bucs Baseball Network.
Yes.
If there's one thing I've learned at Speedy Glass, it's that every chip becomes a crack. Today, I'm going to show you why. When we look at a chip up close, we see tons of tiny cracks that are just waiting to spread. Don't wait for your chip to crack. Repair it at Speedy Glass before having to replace the entire windshield. You'll save time. You'll be back on the road within an hour. Book an appointment at speedyglass.ca.
Speedy Glass Repair. Speedy Glass Replace.
An alert from Wells Fargo. $107 at Doggy Lover's warehouse. No, I would never. Doggy lovers, please. You know me. I don't even know where that is. Look, I'm replying deny. See? Oh, come on.
Hello? Wells Fargo. I did not make that purchase.
I didn't do it.
I'm so glad you caught that.
Welcome back to Mulcahy Stadium. Jay Sanders alongside Drake Toll. 7-5 the score as the Oilers cut in the lead, getting 3 in the top of the 7th. Appreciate you joining us here on the Anchorage Bucs Baseball Network, as it'll be 4, 5, and 6 for the Bucs here in the bottom of the 7th. Leading off will be Zach Thomas to start this inning.
And Connor Throneberry out of the pen for the Oilers here. Throneberry 0 for 2 this season, a 2.25 ERA, has started one game, has come in 4 times this year. Pitched in 8 innings, has 11 strikeouts, 5 walks, 6 hits in those 8 innings.
And 2 of those appearances were against the Bucs.
Yep. On June 8th, went 2 innings, walked 1, struck out 6 in a 6-2 loss. That's when the one the Bucs were down 2-0 and came back in the 8th inning. Then in a 5-3 loss against the Bucs, went 4 innings pitched, allowed 2 earned runs, 5 hits, a couple of walks, 4 strikeouts through 19 batters faced.
Watched up high on the first pitch to Thomas. Thomas came in here with a .357 batting average. That has dropped after an 0 for 3 day, down to .294. Still very good, but wanting to get on the board here. 1-0. It's a strike there. 1-1.
Throneberry stands at 6'6", 230 pounds, out of Penn State, sophomore.
1-1, taken 4 strike. It's 1-2. Oh, 2, fouled off.
That's a good 1-2 pitch there. Staying in the zone. And after the Oilers stole the momentum in the top of the 7th, I think it's what Throneberry wants to do, just pound the zone here.
1-2. Fouled off. 7-5 the score. Bucs still on top by 2 as we're in the bottom of the 7th inning. Throneberry looks in. Pitch outside. Two balls, 2 strikes on the batter, Zach Thomas, who's leading off the bottom of the 7th. Bucs trying to gain some cushion back. Line down the left field line. It's foul.
Only by about a foot over there. And
very close.
The sun has retracted back behind the clouds again here. You can see the bullpen is all bundled up. Those guys sitting over there.
It goes from very hot to very cool very quickly. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Throneberry to Thomas. Through the right side for a base hit for Zach Thomas. 0 for 3. He wants to get on base. Does it himself with a single that time.
Yeah, good piece of hitting by Thomas. Got out in front of it and goes the other way.
That brings up DH number 13.
Dante Turgeon steps up. 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch and a run scored this evening. He's got a runner at first in the form of Zach Thomas, trying to increase this 2-run lead for the Bucs.
Dante Turgeon, a whole lot of fans watching at home, family members and former teammates, trainers. A lot
Everybody.
of people, a lot of people rooting for him from across the country.
Chandler Gilbert Community College guy. Native of Arizona, though, right?
Originally Arizona State.
That was commitment-wise.
Yep.
Outside for ball 1.
Wouldn't mind the Bucs adding a couple extra runs here.
Past year, Chandler Gilbert, Turgeon had a .340 average, scoring 40 times. Watches this pitch for a ball. It's 2-0. 6 homers, 15 doubles, 2 triples, and 41 RBI.
Yeah. And he's got what? 4 hits?
5.
4 extra base hits.
Yes. Yes. Swings the ball outside there for the first strike of the AB. Turgeon has the 2nd most total bases in terms of college total bases on the team from this past season. Only guy beating him is Lex Bodeker. Turgeon with 102, Bodeker with 113. 2-1 pitch from Throneberry. Up high, it's 3-1.
Hitters count. You get a walk or something you like if you're Turgeon here.
Throneberry looks in, gets the sign from the catcher Chavez, checks on the runner at first, and Thomas. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Taken for a strike as Turgeon was about halfway towards first base. He threw the bat, was unhitching the gloves, and it's a called strike.
Yeah, that pitch is outside. Chavez is reaching outside to grab it.
Full count pitch now coming from Throneberry. Swing and a miss from Turgeon as he strikes out for the first out of the bottom of the 7th for the Bucs. Brings up Jacob Rebrook now.
1 on and 1 out. That brings up third baseman number 22, Jacob Rebrook.
Rebrook 1 for 3 today, 269 average on the year. 7 hits this season, 4 RBI, walked 3 times, struck out 6 times. From the Woodlands, Texas.
The Woodlands. First pitch to him. It's going to be bounced in there. Nice block by Chavez, and it's no balls, or rather 1 ball and no strikes.
10 hits today for the Bucs.
It's a pretty good day at the plate.
Yeah.
And you're in the bottom of the 7th, too.
Yeah.
Hopefully more to come. Pickoff attempt is nowhere close, just making sure to keep an eye over there.
Yeah.
Wind has been pretty steadily coming in towards left field. Kind of going across the diamond in some aspects. 1-0 pitch from Throneberry. Fouled off by Rebrook at home plate. It's 1-1.
Bucs came into the game with a 272 team average.
Definitely raised that today.
Tied with the Pilots. Yeah, they sure did. Tied with the Pilots for best in the league.
1-1. Runner takes off, and Thomas, it bounces up there, and Thomas easily has second.
You
had a 7-2 lead, then you give up 3 runs. Now you got a guy in scoring position again. Great time to tack on another.
Perfect time here. Rebrook at the plate, who's due for a hit today. 2-1 pitch. Taken for a strike, inside part.
Right there at the knees, and that's going to warrant a visit from Chavez to his pitcher Throneberry. Can mention both of these teams have a 4-5 record this season. They'll meet again on Tuesday for a 5-game series in Kenai.
Me and Jacob Rebrook have a pretty good connection. I was actually born in the Woodlands.
Really?
Technically, my birth certificate says Shenandoah, but it's the Woodlands. 2-2. On the ground to the first baseman, Costello grabs and tells Throneberry he's got it as he takes it to first himself. There's 2 outs now, but Thomas does move up to third.
Don't want to strand him there. Now it is up to Trenton Burkhalter to get him home. Or a pass ball.
Burkhalter 1 for 1.
But has reached base every time he stepped up.
Been a hard guy to get out. As an insurance run standing at third base for him. Bounced up there, nice block by Chavez. It's 1 out.
Burkhalter has 2 runs scored tonight. The only Buck with multiple runs.
He was on base for both of the 3-run hits, right? The homer and the triple. 1-0 outside. 2-0. Two outs with a 2-0 count to Trenton Burkhalter, the catcher this evening for the Bucs.
He's now walked 3 times this season.
He watches a strike on that pitch. Fastball from Throneberry.
The Oilers have used 4 pitchers tonight.
2-1. It's going to be taken for a strike in the river there.
Yeah, you like that when it works in your favor, as it did a lot of the night for Blake Lobel, but that's just not a strike. We're sitting right behind the plate.
2's on the board, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch from Throneberry. Fouled off as Burkhalter stays alive. Sun was very prevalent in the early part of this game. Clouds have blocked it now.
Yep, it's gotten cold again.
2-2 once again. That's outside. And I tell you, that's the way the night has gone, as the entire Oilers infielder made a step towards the dugout.
That is that's been a strike all night. I don't doubt it. That ball is an inch or two off the outside part of the plate to the righties. But it's been a strike all night, so I keep throwing there.
Full count pitch now from Throneberry. That time he gets the strike call. Trenton Burkhalter set down for the first time tonight, this time on strikes, as we'll head to the 8th. Bucs still on top, 7-5 on the Anchorage Bucs Baseball Network.
Of all the reasons we love Alaska, easy isn't one of them. We like a good challenge, but we also love innovative technology that simplifies our busy lives. Whether you want to make a deposit or pay a bill, check in or check out, or quickly send and receive money, one bank has the online and mobile tools to help you through whatever comes your way. Simple, secure, reliable. Bank on the go. First National Bank, Alaska.
Boar's Head has harnessed the power of fire to unlock an intense new flavor. An expertly charred, flame-grilled masterpiece to take your senses to new heights. Because when Boar's Head lights a fire, we ignite an experience worth savoring. New Boar's Head Firesmith Flame-Grilled Chicken Breast. Flavor forged in flame. Available only at the deli and only from Boar's Head. Compromise elsewhere.
Welcome back to Mulcahy Stadium. Bucs 7, Oilers 5 here in the 8th inning. Jay Sanders alongside Drake Toll. J.D. Goodcase back on the mound for his second inning of work, trying to bounce back from a tough inning in the top of the 7th as he allowed 3 runs to come across to score. This time just a 2-run lead, trying to make sure that the Bucs can go into the 9th with that 2-run lead.
5 runs on 6 hits and 1 error for the Oilers. The Bucs, 7 runs, 10 hits, 1 error tonight. The Oilers scored 1 run in the 3rd and the 4th, 3 runs in the 7th. The Bucs put up a 3 spot in the 4th, a 3 spot in the 6th, and scored 1 run in the bottom of the 5th.
2, 3, and 4 here for the Peninsula Oilers, as it'll be Brett Groupie stepping up 0 for 3 thus far today. Groupie batting .229 now in this ABL season. First pitch from Goodcase here. Line foul towards the dugout, as I don't know who it was, but there was a Buck player over there that absolutely just ducked out of the way, and then a nice little play by the umpire to grab the ball and a hop.
Huh. Groupie, 8 hits in 35 at-bats this summer.
Goodcase, the 0-1. Low breaking pitch as it's downstairs for ball 1. I'll tell you, originally, Rebrook, the third baseman, was right on the edge of the infield grass, now backed up a little bit, maybe expecting possible bunt from Groupie. 1-1 from Goodcase.
Yeah, that's
great breaking pitch. That's not called a strike. That was a great slider. At least I think that's what it was. Was heading towards the batter. Groupie ducked as he thought it was going to hit him, and then came and, in our opinion, hit the inside part of the zone.
Yeah.
Instead, it's 2-1 here from Goodcase. Fouled off again to the left side by Groupie. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Two again. Punch the zone here. No time for 3-2 counts.
Goodcase, long look in. Deep breath now as the 2-2 pitch coming to Groupie. And that hits him. Groupie just wears it on the shoulder, and he'll head to first with a hit by pitch to lead off the inning.
Yeah, you know, Goodcase allowed 3 runs in the top of the 7th, leads off the top of the 8th with a hit batter. Not a lot of movement in the pen for the Bucs. But I wouldn't be surprised to see somebody get up and warm here soon.
Nick Costello up. He's 1 for 2 as he's got one of the 6 hits now for the Oilers. Good case check on the runner. Fastball taken outside by Costello. Costello's cousin actually played baseball at UCLA for 3 years and is a shortstop in the Detroit Tigers organization. 1-0 pick back, sliding back safely for the Oilers is Groupie.
Costello from UC San Diego.
Good case. Check on the runner. The 1-0. Runner takes off. Throw down from Burkhalter. It's offline, and a stolen bag there for Groupie moves him up 90 feet.
Tying runs at the plate with a 2-0 count. Bucs trying to get back to 500 with a win tonight.
2 balls and no strikes. Good case now with the runner in scoring position and the tying run, as Drake mentioned, at home plate. 7-5 your score. Top of the 8th. Fastball with a strike on the outside part. Two balls, 1 strike for JD Goodcase, trying to work out another jam here. Check on the runner. Staring him down, he steps off.
Again, back in the zone here.
Corner infielder is in a little bit right now. Not all the way to the grouse, but about 2 feet off of it. 2-1. Inside pitch taken for a ball. Pitch that is very close to the strike zone, but it was definitely a ball.
Did not miss by much. But yeah, you're right. It was inside.
3-1. Groupie at second base. Good case. No check in the runner. It's low for ball 4.
There is some.
There's one person working now.
Yeah, there's some warming up in the bullpen. I mean, the 3-1 just wasn't competitive pitch. Threw it in the dirt, and now 2 on with nobody down. The go-ahead run at the plate.
That brings up left fielder number 15.
From a competitive standpoint, if Goodcase cannot get an out here, you've got to consider bringing in relief.
Ben Griffin will be at the plate. He's 1 for 3 today.
324 average.
Watches a strike. That was a good breaking pitch right there.
Really good pitch. It's the best pitch that Goodcase has thrown today. Looked like he was in full command of it.
A 1 pitch now coming as Goodcase. A long look into Burkhalter. Now gets the sign. Check on the runner at second. 0-1. Another fastball in there for a strike. 2 very good pitches to start off this AB in the zone, which is what you need right now.
Goodcase now at 43 pitches, 23 for strikes, 20 for balls.
0-2 count here. Corner infielders a little bit in. Bounced foul off himself there as Ben Griffin stays alive.
Now you can see Goodcase wasn't thinking about any junk on the 0-2. Stay in the strike zone. Yep, stay in the strike zone.
0-2 once again after the foul ball from Griffin. Fouled off right side this time as it's flied out of play.
Even still, after a couple of foul balls, I would still stay in the zone.
See if you can go with that backdoor slider again.
Yeah.
It was a great pitch. 0-2. Check on the runner. The pitch coming from Goodcase. Bounced foul. Close to the Bucs dugout.
Went off speed. Inner half. Again, three consecutive foul balls. Stay in the zone.
Runners at first and second. The tying run is at first. The go-ahead run for the Oilers at the plate. Good case. With a no-ball, 2-strike count here in the top of the 8th with nobody out. Here it comes. Strike 3 called. Ben Griffin set down looking, and there's one out now in the top of the 8th for good case in the Bucs.
There you
Great
go.
pitch. Perfect fastball, top right corner. And now we have Bren Wilkinson coming in, but before that, Ken Hokoff going to come out, and I believe we're going to have a pitching change. We'll come back with all the info on the new Bucs pitcher here on the Anchorage Bucs Baseball Network.
Arby's new Steakhouse Garlic Ribeye Sandwich. Who knew the best thing to come from a steakhouse wouldn't even come from a steakhouse? Arby's did, that's who. Arby's, we have the meat.
Subway has so much new, I couldn't fit it all in the last ad.
Yep, so let me finish this. There's new hickory smoked bacon, fresh mozzarella, smashed avocado. You know what? There's a lot, but it all makes a better footlong.
Can I get a word in?
Sure, take the tagline.
Because
you got to refresh to be fresh.
It's the Eat Fresh Refresh at Subway, and they're refreshing everything from how they make it to how they bake it to how they bring it to you.
This new Turkey Cali Fresh is incredible.
Do you even eat bread?
Steph, it's a commercial.
Hey, Jake from State Farm. I want that personal price plan. So how's this for personal? I draw mustaches on players' faces when they're asleep.
Coach Reed, you don't need to get that personal to get the State Farm personal price plan. It helps you create an affordable price just for you.
Oh. Coach, it happened again. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
Call or click to get a quote today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Cade Weigert, the new pitcher on the mound for your Bucs, says the third one of the DBU pitchers, or rather prospects, to come on here, as two of them already in the field, the third one on the mound. Drake, what can you tell us about Cade Weigert's season?
Yeah. Cade Weigert, 6'5", 215-pound freshman, as you mentioned, out of Dallas Baptist University, originally from Eden Prairie, Minnesota, making his third appearance, his second against the Oilers. In his first game, where he came in relief against the Oilers, June 8th, went 3 1/3, allowed 1 earned run on 1 hit, took 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. Again, 6 strikeouts in 3 1/3, facing 13 batters. Then against the Miners on June 12th, just 2/3 of an inning pitched, 4 earned runs, 1 hit, 2 walks through 6 batters faced. So really quite the dichotomy between the two appearances that Weigert has made this season. Hopefully you get the Weigert that came out and shut down the Oilers just now 8 days ago.
Well, one of the pitchers that already pitched in this game, as it was earlier in the game that Blake, I'm blanking on the last name right now, and the stats aren't helping me. Blake Lobel, he had the tough start with the Miners as well. He came back, had a very good game. Now here, Cade Weigert, also tough there.
Yeah.
It's 1 out in the inning, and he's got to face the next batter.
You're right, Lobel.
4. Yeah, he had a tough game against Miners.
Lobel, yeah, good case. All pitched against the Miners in a 12-4 loss.
It's Bren Wilkinson at the plate with runners at first and second, and he watches a strike.
Really good fastball from Weigert. High delivery, late release, using all of that 6'6" frame.
Weigert was used seldomly at DBU this past year, just pitched an inning and a third. 0-1. Fly ball high in the air to left field, and there it can't see it now, sees it, comes in just a tad, make the catch. And I tell you, I don't know if he was tracking that all the way and maybe tried to deke out the runners as he put his arms out like he didn't see it, but he was tracking it pretty clearly, I think. Either way, it's the second out. Funny enough, that worked. There was a Reds player who did that just a week ago, deked out a runner by looking like he didn't see it and then throwing him out at first.
I love that just arms out, wears the ball as if somebody else can get to it.
Universal sign of what is happening, I don't see anything.
Yeah.
Weigert pitched through the right side for a base hit. Runner is going to round third. Lacey chucks it in. It's going to be not in time. Close throw, but a little late, and it's 7-6 now.
Yep, this was
as Brent Groupie comes in to score.
Once a 7-2 game. Oilers originally led 2-0. Bucs scored 7 straight. And since, the Oilers have scored 4 consecutive of their own.
Runners at the corners. And 2 outs. That
Brings up Kadeem Diao. And with a base hit here, he will tie the game as it's 7-6. Bucs here in the top of the 8th. Runners at the corners for the Oilers. Cade Weigert shakes off the first pitch. Dial 2 for 3. He has a triple early in the game. Weigert's first pitch is a fastball outside.
Let's be very clear. Very clear. If Chavez goes from first base, nobody throw down.
Do not throw. That run, it matters, but not as much as the runner at third. Believe that was the kind of talk before the at-bat of what was going to happen. 1-0's a fastball high, 2-0.
This pitch has to be a strike. Has to be a strike. Whatever you got, Weigert, whatever you're most comfortable with, that's what we call here, and it's got to be in the zone.
Competitive pitch needed. 2 outs. Runners at the corners for the Oilers in a 1-run game. 2 balls, no strikes. Weigert check on the runner at first. Here comes the pitch. Up high, ball 3.
Wasn't close.
Standing on deck is Michael Elko at a Northwestern. He would be up if Dial walks.
Elko 2 RBI. 1 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts as well today.
3-0 pitch. It's a fastball. It's taken outside for ball 4.
Yep. Loaded him up. And he just... it was the same thing against Matsu. The control was not there for Weigert. Walks in that game, 15 walks and hit by pitches combined, led to a 12-4 loss. And now you've loaded up the bases for the 8-hole, in danger of giving up a 7-2 lead.
Costello at third, Chavez at second, and now Diao at first for Michael Elko. Already has a couple RBI tonight.
Batting 188 this year.
Here's the pitch. Fastball taken for a strike on the outside part. It's a great pitch there by Weigert to get ahead early.
Good on Weigert to get back in there. I think this is going to be Weigert's game the rest of the way, too, unless he gets really in trouble. But if he can get it out here, I think he'll come back out for the top of the 9th.
Bases loaded. 0-1 here. That one's a little bit more outside for ball 1.
Elko has walked 7 times this season, got a great eye at the plate.
1-1 count now to him. Long look in. It's a strike.
Right down the heart of the plate.
It's a big pitch here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bucs hanging on to a 1-run lead now as it's 7-6 in the top of the 8th. Oilers have the bases loaded. And it's Cade Weigert's job here with a 1-2 pitch to try and keep this at a 1-run lead. 1-2. Bounced on the ground to Abear. He grabs it cleanly on to first in time, and Cade Weigert manages to keep the lead at 1. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Bucs 7, Oilers 6 on the Anchorage Bucs Baseball Network.
Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side.
Come into Village Inn and see why the sun rises and sets with breakfast.
It will help us every day, it will brighten all the way, if we keep on the sunny side of life.
Because a good meal is about more than just how it tastes. It's about how it makes you feel.
Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life.
Village Inn.
Qdoba's new Chicken Diablo nachos are made with hand-diced pico de gallo, which means they're as fresh as... They're also loaded with juicy adobo chicken, flame-grilled in-house, so they're as flavorful as... And they're topped off with fiery queso Diablo, so they're as spicy as... New Chicken Diablo Nachos. Try them today only at Qdoba. United by flavor.
Welcome back here. Bucks lead 7-6 on the Anchorage Bucs Baseball Network. Drake Toll alongside me. I'm Jace Andrews here, and we're glad you've joined us for what has ended up being a very competitive game. Bucks had a 7-2 lead just 2 innings ago, but 3 runs in the top of the 7th, 1 run in the top of the 8th for the Oilers has brought it now to a 1-run game as Connor Throneberry back on the mound for his 2nd inning of work.
Yeah, Throneberry left a man stranded for the Bucs in the bottom of the 8th. And this team has hit him before. This is the 3rd time they faced Throneberry. Would really feel good to at least get a run of insurance.
It'll be Hebert, Lacey, and Bodeker, 8-9-1. And Hebert and Lacey have combined for 6 of the 7 RBI tonight.
Leading off the bottom of the 8th, second baseman, number 2.
Lacey with the 3-run homer. Hebert with the 3 RBI triple as he cleared the bases. Watches the first pitch for a strike. A breaking pitch catches the outside part of the zone. Hebert thought about it early, but I think he was more expecting fastball.
Home plate umpire has donned his winter gloves.
That pitch outside there, fastball. Missed the location, 1-1.
Happy June 16th, my friend.
Yeah, very hard to believe. 1-1. Taking first strike, 1-2. Hebert doesn't like the call, and you can kind of hear the Bucs dugout giving a little bit of
They like to chirp a bit.
input.
This is Throneberry's 5th appearance in Alaska.
1-2. That's a strike called on the outside part. Hebert doesn't like it, but that's been a strike all game. He'll be set down. And there's 1 gone here in the top, or rather bottom of the 8th.
And I get Cade Lacey, who homered earlier tonight. He's batting .238 this year. Throneberry is pitched on June 7th, 8th, June 11th, 14th, and 16th.
That's
They're
a
using
lot of
this
work.
game. Yeah, Summer League baseball.
Inside pitch. I'll tell you what that may be, and I don't know if this is true, so I'm not stating facts out here.
Speculation, yeah.
But Throneberry could be one of those guys where he's only here for June. 1-0, foul back, right towards the mic, and tell you, it's fast when it comes up here.
There goes the left eardrum.
Yeah, 1-1. But he could be one of those guys where he's only here for a certain amount of time, so they're using him as if it's almost the end of the season in some ways. 1-1's up high.
Yeah,
2-1.
I don't arm
but
health
that's a lot.
standpoint, yeah. Now it is only 8 innings.
To be
So
fair, I don't think he had many, if at any, appearances at Penn State this past year.
but
so.
even
2-1 up high, 3-1.
now you're giving this guy a really heavy workload of
yes.
live action over the course of it's 9 days.
Heck, is this the 9th official game for the Oilers, I think?
I think so.
3-1. Fouled off by Lacey. Stay
10th,
back on it.
10th, and he's
wow.
pitched in half of them.
There you go.
If you're a college head coach and your big 6'6" sophomore righty is throwing 5 out of 10 games,
Not appreciative.
no.
Full count pitch coming to Cade Lacey. Lined over the head of the shortstop for a base hit. Lacey's on. Second base hit for Lacey today as he'll reach, and it'll go back to the top of the order with Lex Bodeker stepping up.
All right, Lex. Insurance, my friend. He's 1 for 4 today, has scored a run.
Good piece of hitting there by Lacey. And now the lefty, University of Central Florida Golden Knight. Left on right. Bodeker has the advantage. First pitch coming from Throneberry. Fastball on the heart of the plate for a strike.
Throneberry's got enough velo if Lex really wants to turn on one.
Lacey at first. 0-1. Swung on a miss there by Bodeker for strike 2. There's 1 out in the inning, so unless a double play happens right here, it'll be Alex Pendergast stepping up to the plate next. Throneberry shakes off the first pitch, checks the runner at first. And here comes the 0-2. That one's outside and high for ball 1. That was a swing at me pitch.
Yeah.
See if you can get him chasing.
Lex has walked 4 times this season in these first 10 games.
Bucs up by 1, trying to get some cushion here. 1-2. Swung on the inside pitch. It gets away from the catcher. There's a runner occupying first base, so Bodeker is out, and Lacey moves back to first base as it didn't get too far away. Alex Pendergast now steps up.
The last shot at insurance here.
And I believe you're right, as you mentioned, you think Weigert will come back out. There's nobody in the bullpen for the Bucs, so
Weigert it is.
Alex
shut the door.
Pendergast trying to keep the bottom of the 8th alive for the Bucs.
Weigert has a save in front of him.
Roanberry's pitch. It's outside. Pick back to first. Sliding back safely is Lacey.
Be a big test of fortitude for Weigert.
Pendergast has a couple extra base hits here in the ABL already. Lacey will be off on the crack of the bat. It's a fastball taken for a strike. Tell you, this is the first time I've seen there's a couple of fans in dead center field right now over the wall.
Those are kids just came over from their baseball game they finished up at the field across from ours.
There you go. 1-1. Foul tipped off the very edge of the bat by Pendergast. Alex struck out his last AB on an inside pitch that he did not think was a strike.
Yeah. All right. I'd like some insurance. Eve, man, whatever good vibes you got, throw them right here.
One ball, 2 strikes. Foul tipped again by Alex. Pendergast staying alive. Making Throneberry work here. Runner goes. That's a hit up the middle, right to the second baseman who was covering the bag, as Groupie grabs and steps on second for the out just ahead of Lacey. And that'll end the bottom of the 8th. Bucs, 3 outs to win it. They're up by 1. We'll have the call here on the top of the 9th coming up on the Anchorage Bucs Baseball Network.
Okay, let's have some fun, huh?
Check it out. Imagine how much Mountain Dew is in there.
Hey, guys! We should probably drink these fast.
To the 2.
It'll be 9-1-2 for Cade Weigert trying to earn the save, as we'll have a pinch hitter to lead off this inning for the Oilers. Jace Andrews alongside Drake Toll and Cade Weigert on the mound trying to finish off this game. Ty Thomas, who came in as a pinch hitter, now pinch hit for by Theo Forshee. He's taking his first at-bat of the game. He watches for a strike on the first pitch he sees.
Yeah, Forshee out of UC Davis, a junior there. By our account, his first at-bat in the ABL.
Slow roller to Pendergast at short, fired on to first in time for 1. 1 out in the top of the 9th for Weigert.
I enjoyed that.
6-3 put out, brings up Owen McElfatrick. 0 for 4 on the night. Weigert trying to make it over 5.
Yeah, batting .238 now after a tough night at the plate.
McElfatrick was busy in right field today. He watches the first pitch for a strike. A nice little breaking pitch there. Just broke down just a tad. Caught the bottom of the zone. 0-1. Weigert shakes off the first pitch. 0-1 pitch. Flying into foul territory down that right field side. It's going to go out of play as it heads towards a couple of fans.
But Weigert now counted 0-2, and here with nobody on, I would absolutely go outside the zone. Do not give McElpatrick anything good to swing at here.
No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch from Weigert. Nubbed, foul.
Well, he did give him something to swing at. Threw it squarely in the zone with a breaker. Luckily, McElpatrick behind on it. He came into the game batting .294. Again, now he sits at .238, 0 for 4.
A 28th pitch from Weigert's inside.
That's more like it. I like that on the 0-2. High heat.
Push him off.
Buzz it by his eyes.
Push him off the plate here, setting up either another fastball inside this one in the strike zone or something outside. They can go anywhere pretty much. 1-2. Swing and a miss. He goes with the high fastball. McElpatrick is set down, swinging, and the Bucs are 1 out away from the victory.
Cade Weigert.
Brett Groupie will be the last hope for the Oilers.
Groupie 1 for 3 today. Batting .229 this year.
Popped in the air, foul territory. It'll go over our heads. Check that onto our heads.
Yeah. Right above us.
No balls, 1 strike.
Would be
7-6 the score.
So impressive to see Cade Weigert go 3 up, 3 down here. Couple of strikes away.
Looking for the save.
Keep
no
dealing.
1. Cut and a miss, strike 2. Groupie at the plate with an 0-2 count. 2 outs. Bucs on top, 7-6. Weigert trying to finish off the win for the Bucs and get him back to 500. He takes a deep breath. From the windup. Up high. Ball 1.
I like it. I like it. Don't rush it. Don't need to rush here. Give him the fastball, eye level. That's my favorite 0-2 pitch. He does it to Groupie here. Still a strike away.
Weigert's 1-2. Up high again.
All right. 2-2 coming to the zone. You've shown him heat, a lot of heat in this at-bat. Sink the off-speed in there. Get him looking.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Weigert from the windup once again. Cut and a miss, strike 3. Cade Weigert earns the save, and Bucs are back at 500 with a 7-6 victory as they hold on against the Oilers.
So impressive from Cade Weigert. Struggles a bit in the top of the 8th. Goes 3 up, 3 down in the 9th with 2 strikeouts. Cojones, baby. That's Cade Weigert's word of the night.
Cade Weigert off a very tough outing against the Matsu Miners last time out. This time, slams. He doesn't shut it. He slams the door on the Oilers, and the Bucs have a 7-6 victory against the Oilers to bring them back to 500 at 5-5 and send the Oilers to a 4-6 record as the Bucs take standalone place at 3rd place.
Partner, how you feel about this one?
That's pretty good. This is a pretty good game right there. 7-2. It got a little chippy at the end as really close score, but hey, some of them are just going to be that way this summer. Gritty win.
Yeah,
Gritty win.
Yeah, a 7-2 start for the Bucs after trailing 2-0 originally, and then in the end a ferocious comeback from the guys across the way, and your Bucs hold up. Oilers finishing with 6 runs on 7 hits and an error. The Bucs 7 runs on 11 hits and an error, and Curtis Hebert with 3 RBI, a 3 RBI home run that really blew this thing open from Cade Lacey. It felt like everybody contributed in some way or another.
That'll do it for us. Bucs win it 7-6. Your final score here from Mulcahy. For Drake Toll, I'm Jace Andrews. Glad you listened here to a Buck win. As always, peace out, and it's a great day to be a Buck.
Feels like just yesterday she was in a car seat. Now she's gonna be in the driver's seat. I guess there's a first time for everything. Today is all about the basics. Gotta have unbeatable focus. Kind of like the unbeatable mileage I get from Chevron with Techron. He knows it helps keep my engine clean, and she knows how to pay with the Chevron app. Everyone's learning today. Okay, next stop, the parking lot. The, empty parking lot.
Unbeatable mileage for you and your car. This is Lulu and Lobo.
Ah, it's back!
The woo-woo monster! No! 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 I can't take this! We need a new place!
With as low as 3% down on a fixed-rate mortgage, your new home is within reach.
All clear. I went home.
Deep breath, deep breath, deep breath.
Talk to a home mortgage consultant or apply online. This is your way home. This is Wells Fargo.
They call him the harder farmer, a real bad man with a soft side for hard lemonade. He's got a nose for lemons and for trouble. This time he's back with half tea, half lemonade, and 100%. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Get your hands on some today before the harder farmer gets his hands on you.
When Subway opened, they changed the fast food game. But sometimes you gotta refresh to be fresh.